Welcome, everybody, to the scheduled 9 o'clock hangout. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do tonight, but we're in here anyway. Let me see if we can add that toolbox back. Unbelievable they took that out of there. Not good. Okay, so we go to here. And I'm going to add that here. And we'll go to Stunt Hanger. Let's go to at the bench. We got to remember. Sorry about this. It's a lot of work to get this up and going. And they don't allow me to get this stuff going before it goes live. So post. So let's go here. Not sure why it's not focused. It doesn't. Let's do this. Camera. Let's go here. There we go. I see that the camera is kind of blurry. I don't understand what's up with that. Maybe it's out of focus or whatever. That's better. Anyway, I'll hang around here for a little bit. And nobody comes on in the first 15 minutes. We'll shut it off and do something else. I'm getting ready to build a sound booth. That's why all this equipment's kind of out of place where it normally isn't. Trying to get the audio better for the video. Sorry about that.
What's up, Sparky?
Hey, how's it going, James?
It goes.
I can't hear you. Let me see what we got here. You there?
Testies 1, 2.
Yep, I got you now.
Cool.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, this stupid mixer setup is kind of difficult. I haven't quite figured it out yet. We got really high, I don't know, latency or whatever. It's video is kind of buggy.
Mine?
No, not yours. Mine. Let's try this. Let me see what this looks like now. We're going to switch cameras and see what happens. Anyway, I worked on the Nobler a little bit today and getting it ready for paint. I'm working on finishing up this other project I was doing. Let's see if we can pull that in a little better. I need a cameraman. So what are you doing?
Oh, nothing. Just got home a little while ago.
Well, I don't know how long I'm going to stay on tonight, but I figured that I'd get. Oh, there we go. Anyway, this is kind of a makeshift thing that I'm doing right now. I'm kind of cleaning out the closet, and we're going to get some soundproof foam, and so I can do some voiceover stuff and make the audio sound pretty good. I'm just trying to upgrade it. I still got that one guy that gives me a thumbs down on every video. Instead of saying what's wrong with the video, they just give a thumbs down, and he can kiss my ass.
That's what I say.
You know, these people think that this is real easy to do. It takes an incredible amount of time for me to do all this crap. Along with trying to build airplanes. Oh, what's that guy's
Somebody
name?
you know personally.
I don't know who it is.
As I'm saying, it's probably somebody that you know personally. They just ain't going to come out and actually say who they are, and they just simply just don't like you. Yeah. So they're going to put a thumb down on everything you do.
Well, I got an idea who it is. Well, I got my Sato 80 today.
Cool.
You remember, I think his name is Charles. Is that right?
Was it Charles or was it Howard?
Huh?
Was it Charles or was it Howard?
Howard. He lives in Texas.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he sent me a brand new FA-80. Well, on the phone today with Al Rabe, you know, I told you I needed a canopy for this thing. I was on the phone with him, and the guy who makes the canopy is Sparky. So let me tell you the story about that. A few years ago, Al Rabe, I had a bunch of hot rock handles, like half a dozen of them. And Al Rabe wanted them. So I said, well, Al, you can have them. He said, oh, I'll pay you for them. I said, no, that's all right. You can have them. I'm not going to use them. So I sent them to him. They were brand new. And he sent me, this was 2004. And the reason I know this now, because he sent me back a tape on one of his Bearcats, how to do that real neat wheel well treatment so that it looks realistic. And I put that on my 04 Thunderbolt, which has long since crashed due to canopy glue on the hinges. Anyway, so, you know, I didn't think much about it. So Al, he's sending me these tapes. Well, 5 of the tapes, or 6 of the tapes weren't closed, or they didn't play very well, or I don't know what the problem was. But we ended up, I called him on the phone, and he directed me to where to find them online. So I found them online, and I downloaded the whole set. Now I got them in high def MP3 or MP4. So I asked him, where can I get a canopy? And he said, well, this guy named Sparky makes them for me. And it just hit me. I go, Al, is that why you asked me if I was the Sparky who made canopies 15 years ago? He said, yeah. Whatever. So I sent email to this other Sparky. And he sent me a link back to his website. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'll put the link in chat. And it's cool. And the canopies are really reasonable. They're like $5. So I ordered a couple of those. Let me pull it up here. Everything is just so slow. Here we go. his last name is Sparks. That's why. So it's a really neat website. They got a lot of canopies and pilots and stuff, hard to find stuff. So I'll put it here, Control V, enter, and we'll go here and put it here. So click on that and look around. Park Flyer Plastics. It was, you know, for $10, I got 2 canopies.
Yeah, that don't look bad. I mean, you can work with that. This canopy fits Al Rave's design. Well,
Right. You see what it says there on it? Did you open it up?
yeah, I'm looking at it right now. This
Yeah.
canopy fits Al Rave's design. It's
Yeah. So it was perfect. I didn't have to bother Al for anything or anything. He just turned me on to the website. And now I got a couple canopies coming. We'll have those in a few days and I'll be good to go. A brand new FA80. I can't see the difference. This here is a Sato 72 that I had. I'll use one of these motors in this and one in this Chipmunk that I'm building. And a brand new in the box FA80. Got to thank Howard for that.
Four-stroke, huh? That sound. Yeah. I love the sound of 4 strokes.
They're hard to start. And that's what it looks like right there.
Can you get a control line Venturi put on that?
Yeah. The 72 here, the 72 has a Venturi on it. This is the Steve Moon Venturi.
How does that compare in size to the 80?
They're exactly the same size. I think it's the same motor with a different size piston.
If you weighed them, what same or
What's
they
that?
look about the same.
Yeah, they're the same motor.
You weighed them, because I have one of them 80s too, and they said that's what they make the 110 out of now, that case or something. For me not to use it, to use a 72, but weighed them and seen what they weighed, or if there's any difference in the size or not.
They're identical.
Okay.
The case holes, the bolt holes are different. The mounting is not the same. So I guess it's not. This Sato 72 is a little smaller case. A little smaller. Maybe. Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, it's quite a bit smaller in the back. So the stroke is different.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Well, I don't want to monkey with it. Taking the prop off. But that's so cool.
Oh, your props are on the way. I guess from a slow boat from China.
My props.
I ordered them, but yeah, them 3-bladed props I wanted you to test.
Oh, okay.
I ordered them a month ago, and they're still not here. But when I checked, it says they're shipped. So It could be in customs or whatever.
They're at the Chinese food place. They're using them as chopsticks. No, speak English.
Well, stuff and I paid $5 extra to come from FedEx, and we'll see if one is faster than the other.
It don't matter. Got all the time in the world. When
How's the weather there?
it gets cold, it's not raining or nothing.
Yeah, I got up about 33 here today, but towards I was on a roof and it was raining on me. Then it turned over to. So,
Tom Creasy just joined the chat. What do you say,
Hey.
Tom?
Hi, how you guys doing?
Yeah, well, beats, bells, bangles, incense, and crash pads. Happy Hare Krishna.
How y'all doing tonight?
Good.
no, not too bad.
I just got done doping. I'm all
Building
caught up.
blocks.
I gotta wait for it to dry.
Yeah, eating it in brownie form or what?
No, just the non-tauntning type.
Oh, okay.
Just sealing my balsa wood. I had 2 airplanes to do. That's quite a bit, really. A lot of parts.
Yeah, hopefully next week we start that. Samantha just went to bed. She got her wing done, so at least that part's done.
It's actually
Like-
kind of good today because I just watched some videos while I was sitting there working.
Oh, okay.
Well, did you get anything done on the Nobler?
Yeah, I'll show you. Let me change. I'm going to change up my microphone and stuff, and I'll show you. Let me see. Go to, and we'll go to this. I'll hit save.
Yeah, there's the wing all done. Came in at, well, they didn't finish sand it yet, but it weighs just a teeny bit under 10 ounces. So
Checking the microphone. Yeah, it's working. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I moved away from this studio mic up to the camera mic. Let me adjust that. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to position it by hand. I bought another canopy from Brodak, and I was going to try to save it, so I took the other one and I sanded the inside and painted it silver. But it looked so crappy that I went ahead and cut up the new one and put it on.
Figured Chris Red would be on tonight. It's his birthday today.
What's Chris Rudd's birthday?
Chris Red's birthday.
Probably out celebrating.
Yeah.
He's a young guy.
I texted him earlier tonight. I haven't heard back from him, so yeah, he could be out doing something.
I worked on the fuselage today. Got the DC, did the sand out, and this is all the DC 540 that's going to go on it. I'm not going to do the wings. I already thought of a modified nobler themed, like monochromatic 3 different tones, where the back half is white. I'm going to paint the wings white right here, lay out my letters, then as a back mask, and then paint the nose navy blue with light blue trim, or maybe red stripes. So
That'll be nice. Are you going to go with a clear canopy then?
yeah. Yeah, I screwed up this other one. I painted it silver inside. I had sanded it with 220 on the inside, and it's so scratched up that it looks like shit, so throw it out.
Did you use both on it for paint or?
No, regular paint.
Yeah, I went and bought that last one of Samantha's a car for their plastic, little clear plastic things that go on their racing cars for carpet racers or whatever.
Like
Yeah.
Tamara.
And yeah, and it worked really good. And they said you didn't have to sand it; it would cut in plastic, but yet it doesn't melt it or anything. It worked real nice. Just a little teeny can.
Yeah,
That works pretty good because I was having the same problem. It wouldn't come out good when you painted them on the inside.
I got some Tamara that does for that good for Lexan, and it does that same stuff.
Well, I would bet that if I took thinner and wiped all that paint off and sanded the inside till it was all smooth, not just roughed up with 320, it would probably look all right if I repainted it. But I'm not going to waste the time. I already bought spent the $10 on the other nobler canopy. Put it on and forget it.
Put a pilot in there anyway.
Yeah, I put the pilot in there.
Does the bell crank, not the bell crank, the flap horn thing, does that come up inside the cockpit like it does on the ARF one?
Of course, you have to engineer things so that it clears.
Oh, okay. I just kind of wondered if it came in the same place or not.
Yeah, sometimes I cut the pilot's back out so that the push rod goes right through the back of the pilot.
Oh, okay.
This one here, I didn't have to do that, but
Does he have a goatee?
no, it's a girl.
It's a girl. That's a Samantha pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like girl pilot.
Why? There we go.
Well, I see now. Okay.
Aren't you gonna do any primer on the wing, Sparky?
Not gonna.
Just keep the weight down and.
Yeah, I'm already picking up. It's gained about an ounce and a quarter, ounce and a half in the primer here, and I just can't afford. I was going to leave the pilot out, but after screwing the canopy up, I would just put the pilot in, and it is what it is. If it comes out a little over 40, well, that's the way it is.
Are you going to leave that much primer on the fuselage?
No,
How do you
no,
think?
it's down to where I can start thinning it out, taking it off. If you leave this much primer on the airplane, it comes out real heavy.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It's got a lot of solids in it for filling.
Yeah, well, this was getting it shaped right, getting everything filled, and I don't know, my hands are starting to tingle from the xylene and the stuff I've been sanding. I'll go and sand this until you can start to see through it, and then stop, and then we'll shoot it probably tomorrow. I got to paint clear on that other airplane.
I got to go get some rough sandpaper tomorrow. I had to stop
Your
for the last
camera
couple
went
of
out
days
of
because I had to put a bigger butt block. I don't know what you call it. The stick that goes along the lead trail edge is 3/8 by 1/4, and the one in the kit was no good, so I went and had to get one that was a little bit bigger than that, a half. So now I gotta shave it down. I tried planing it and ended up accidentally gouging the trail edge sheeting, but maybe some 120 grit will be good to do that.
Trick on not gouging the sheeting is put masking tape on the sheeting.
Yeah, I did that after I gouged it. Huh? Well, hindsight's 20/20. Yeah. Live and learn. I should have already known that, but I thought planing it was going to be easier than it turned out to be. I think I need a new blade, or I need to sharpen that blade. What do you use to sharpen a plain blade with? Just like a soft Arkansas stone? Something
My
like
credit
that?
card. I buy
The
new
what?
ones. My credit card. I buy new ones and throw the old ones out.
I think that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I don't bother sharpening that shit. This came out pretty nice.
Sparky, have you ever stuck any of your base color in your clear and
And what in the clear? You broke up there. Any what in the clear?
your base color? Add some of it to the clear when you're filling so that it helps to cover at the same time or not?
I've done that in the past. What happens is it ends up adding weight.
Oh, okay.
What's going on, Tom?
All right, Rusty. Not too much. Finally got to go in the paint room today. Ventilating system works really well. Not one bit of dope paint got into the main part of the house.
So you guys think the proctologist will be back tonight?
No, he'll never be back.
No?
No.
Is that like that trolling they call trolling or something?
Yep.
Yep.
What are y'all talking about?
Don't worry about it. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. That's not
Talking
for
about
live
on
screen
here?
chat.
Somebody got on with y'all on here that was a troll?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It took matters
I
in
can
their
go back and
own.
watch it.
Literally.
It'll be on YouTube, right? So I can go back and watch it.
I'll tell you why it happened. You go on Twitter and you look up Stunt Hanger, you can see my account. And the thing is over now. I don't care. I supported Trump. And the tolerant left is always starting bullshit. So that's what that is. So they say they had this thing on Fox 10. Would you be protesting if Hillary Clinton won? No, we already sat through 8 years of Obozo. So, you know, I don't know. That's why that happened.
I'll have to go back on YouTube and watch it.
No, you won't see it.
You cut it off, huh?
I already edited it out.
Yeah.
So how long y'all let
Yeah, it was
this
just a
dude
guy
stay on?
having hanger.
How long did it go on?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
10, 15 seconds.
in a couple of seconds till I caught it and booted him and then hit it out.
Yeah, it was wild.
Can you edit while it's streaming?
No. But I can't have that on my channel because I would probably get a strike for it.
Yeah, she definitely would on that. I can't believe that something like that happens. They can't find out who prosecute them.
Oh, they can. They just don't bother. They're the tolerant left. If a right-wing guy were to make a threat against Obama, the Secret Service would be right on him. But they do it against Trump, and they don't do anything.
I tell you, it's really negative stuff. I'll tell you that. I get so tired. I don't even watch the news anymore. The only news I watch is Fox News. Everything he does, it's left wingers always just always doing wrong. I think he's doing great.
Here is the reason for it, and you can look it up online. Type in Operation Mockingbird, and you'll find out that that's a CIA program to fill the United States with propaganda. In 2012, Obama signed the Smith-Mundt Act. That repeals the law against propaganda to the U.S. population. So the CIA infiltrated all the news sources and Hollywood to feed us full of crap, and Obama okayed it in 2012 to let it go on. So it's all in the all the information in the world is all right online. All you got to do is look for it.
Yep. Yeah, I feel bad about that Navy SEAL. He's only an hour. He lives only an hour away from me. We're gonna have a great big deal.
That was a botch deal there.
Well, yeah, that was something that they've been during Obama's administration that they was practicing that mission for. It was all set up through them, and then when the opportunity of the window opened up, they went in there and they was waiting for him, like they knew about this mission. But that's okay. They still got the info.
Yeah, but only thing is that it's probably misinformation. If they knew they were coming, then the info they left would be misinformation. Let them find what they want to find. You know, if they're that prepared, they wouldn't leave that kind of stuff.
Got a good point there.
Yeah, that's true. Unless they left stuff what they wanted them to find.
Right, that's what I'm saying. For them to find.
Boy, this is way too much work on a classic airplane.
Oh, no, it's not. Looking good.
Yeah.
But you'll have it for years, Sparky. That's the big thing is that, you know, you should have it for years. And
you're gonna let me fly it inverted at Brodax, so it's all cool.
Well, I think I can fly inverted.
No, I'm talking about me, buddy. Hey, you shut up.
I got so many models here, I'm running out of room.
I can fly inverted. It just seems like I always land hard.
Yeah.
Flying inverted and outside loops seem to come more naturally to me than just about anything else. For some reason, I took right to it the first time.
You did it so good because you held the handle upside down.
I don't think so. For some reason, when I flipped it over the first time and saw the wheels pointing up, everything in my brain just connected, and you know, it was natural. I didn't have to think about the different direction I'll move my hand to control it.
Was that the Oriental that's on your Facebook profile that's smashed into pieces?
And, then I've been flying inverted a lot longer than that. A Stuntman 23 was probably the first one. But yeah, that, you know, what happened on that is I turned too soon in the overhead 8, and it was a really, really windy day. And you know, when you turn too soon, like if you turn when you're 90 degrees overhead, you just turned like a sail into a crosswind, and it just slapped it out of the air. And, you know, the thing that pisses me off about that flight is I'm pretty sure if I'd tried hard enough, I could have caught it. But for some reason, I just lazed out on it and let it hit the ground. I tried it a little bit, but I think if I'd busted into a full run, I could have caught it.
Yeah, it's too much work. And it's,
What did it weigh out right now, Sparky?
23 and a half.
That'll still get you under what you want. It should anyway.
Yeah. Depends how much paint I put on it.
Gonna be navy blue.
White, navy blue, red, light blue. I got the pink. I should paint it pink.
There you go.
It's actually not pink. It's lavender.
Make it up
Have
some
you ever
like
tried there's acrylic lacquer?
It's too heavy. Not
If you
fuel
paint,
burn.
if you paint it lavender, you can get some lavender oil and put it in your fuel, and it'll smell like lavender when your smoke comes out.
well, you could paint scheme it towards Mary Kay.
I ended up with a quart of lavender because I made a mistake on the mixing. What's that noise? Who just came on?
I think that was me getting an email. I just got an email from Wayne. That's what that little tune was just a second ago. It's a MA magazine.
Sparky's just waiting for a left winger to come in.
Have y'all all gotten your model aviation magazines this month?
Yeah, I did.
Has anybody not gotten one?
Me, but
I haven't got my latest epoxy mixing tool.
Yeah, those pages are the kind of material I like. You know what? I cut up Marlboro cartons and used a wide edge, and it makes good little epoxy mixing pads.
Well, maybe, yeah, I got it. January 2017.
Really?
Yeah, here it is, right here.
Yep.
Okay, I don't
not on the website yet.
I haven't even looked at mine yet.
Well, I'm looking through about as much as I always do, which is about 2 seconds worth.
Is Bob Hunt finished with the control line aerobatic circle pattern? He was going through every stunt, you know, on each article for a while there. Did he finish that?
I don't know. I didn't even know he was doing it.
It's been going on for about a year. Yeah, and every other issue.
I think he did something different on this one, but I think he'll get back at it again and finish up the pattern.
It was in every other issue.
How come they don't have much control line in here?
Because control line guys don't submit it.
Does
Everything
the
comes
column
out,
every other
I
month.
waste time and put it in there.
Like, that's what the Pampa magazine's for.
Stunt hanger has just it ate up Godzilla's form. It ate up Flying Models is gone. It's got Rodex, Control Line World. Like Trump said, he likes Twitter because it's like owning a newspaper without the overhead. Well, so is Stunt Hanger. It's like having a Flying Models magazine without having to print it.
Yep. Man, how can Pampa have T-shirts but not have any in size fat? That just makes no sense.
Have any what?
Any shirts in size fat?
I don't know how big is size fat.
3X on up.
Well, I
They got up to.
When I did Stunt Hanger shirts, Walter Umland ordered them, and he wanted a 5X. So I got a 5X and sent him to him. He said it was too small, so he gave it to his wife. He needed a 6X, so I had him a 6X custom made.
Holy shit!
It was like a seal. It was huge.
I mean,
I heard
I'm 3 to 4.
I heard he was big, but I didn't know he was that big.
That was nice of you to do that, though.
I thought that counted.
Did his father fly or something, or how did he get into the control line?
No clue. Yeah, we're getting her down there. Almost ready to. I got to mount the canopy. Got to paint the inside of the canopy and glue the pilot in. Probably tomorrow. Get that done.
What are you going to paint the cockpit?
The inside,
Yeah.
whatever I got over there, black or maybe some zinc chromate or I don't know.
Oh, you don't have a canopy on it right now?
Yeah, there's a canopy.
It's
It's
just
not mounted. Just taped on there.
Oh, okay.
There you go. New issue magazine downloaded.
I put as good a paint, as much into the finish as this as I did my Junar XL. So it should turn out nice. So. Should turn out nice.
One side of my lead edge is bowed. Starts right where it's glued together. The inboard side is straight as an arrow, and the outboard side's got a gentle curve all the way through it. Kind of peaks in the middle. So I haven't glued the shear webbing in the trail edge on the horizontal side yet. So I think I'll counter bow that wing a little bit and then glue that shear webbing down. Maybe that'll straighten it out.
Well, I covered these flaps, silk span these flaps yesterday, and one of the flaps was warped, and I unwarped it the opposite direction by knowing how the water works, and now it's straight as an arrow.
You put water on one side and it pulls in that direction.
Yeah.
Pushes.
Which way does it pull? The wet side or to the dry side? It pulls to the wet side. No.
Right.
Yeah. Which side is it going to?
If you wet the, you want to put the silk span and the tissue on the side that it's bowed in, and it'll pull it all straight because it relaxes it.
You put it on both sides of it, or you put it on the inside, like the concave side. You put it on the concave side, right?
Right. Wet the concave side, and it will relieve and straighten back out. Then turn around and put the other side on, and then dope both sides.
Will it move back without any weights, or you should counter bow it with a little bit of weight?
Depends. You do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
And when that because they're the last thing I glue on before I go flying, I'll go and steam them straight if need be, again. And then look, because the wing is always moving, and this airplane is a living thing. It came from a living thing. It's always trying to straighten itself out. So when you dope the top or dope the bottom, the wing could move again, or the fuselage could move, or whatever. So you're always keeping an eye on it, and you try to use the dope in your advantage to bow in the opposite direction. But after it's all hardened up, put the flaps on, you sight into the wing to make sure that the wing hasn't twisted, warped, or bowed. And then if it has, you go down to the steam kettle and straighten it out, and then glue the flaps on.
Yeah.
Just about every airplane that I build flies right off the bench without any trim. I mean, it becomes, you know that it has to balance in a certain spot. You know the lead outs have to be behind the balance point. You know that the elevators and stabilizers, the flaps and elevators have to be at neutral. I tend to droop the elevators a couple of degrees so that holds the attitude flat. And my airplanes fly flat right off the bench.
What about when it's inverted? Does it fly tail down when it's inverted?
No. That has to
Now,
do
do the bench tip weight where you put the one wing on a scale so you can figure out how much tip weight you need?
No. What I do is I put it all together, and got the prop on it and everything. I set it on the floor like this, and I pick it up by the prop. You see how it gently falls to the inboard side? There. I put enough weight in it that it falls to the outboard side. I want to use as little amount of weight, concentrated weight as possible.
Hey, that was a good idea. That's a good tip. Thank you.
Yeah, I know I've seen other people, they flip it upside down and leave it on the rudder.
You can do that too, but I don't want to ding up my rudder. I just pick it up by the spinner, right in the center of the spinner, and you see how you see how it kind of droops to the outside or the inside because of the way the lead out. But the real trick is to add an extra couple coats to the outboard wing so you don't have to add as much concentrated weight. You spread it out all over the wing. So that concentrated weight, remember, a body in motion tends to stay in motion unless acted upon by an equal and opposite force. That concentrated mass in a hard turn is going to want to keep going. So if you spread it out over the whole thing, it won't gyrate as much.
Oh, okay.
Good point. Wow.
That's like you put all your heaviest ribs to the outboard wing.
Yeah, try to build every. It's called stagger, just like in sprint car racing. A sprint car is made to go around to the left, so that the outboard tire is twice as wide, about twice as wide, and at least 2 or 3 inches taller to hold to the inside, inside line. But then they also load the springs, and that's called pitch. And they load that spring to hold the left or the right wheel on the ground, and the left wheel will raise under the torque. Well, we're doing the same exact thing with our model airplanes, and that's why when people say, you don't want any motor offset. Well, hey, I'm just a mechanic, and I don't understand rocket science. I couldn't get to the moon, but I'll tell you what, the only thing that's going to hold it above your head is motor offset, because there is no centrifugal force when it's directly above your head, and motor offset is your friend. Gravity is working against you, so without motor offset, you're fighting an uphill battle. So I use, the offset, and I set up my airplanes exactly the same way every time. I have no wobbles, bobbles, nothing. And I see these guys are always jockeying, trimming this and doing that. Hey, I do it one time and that's it, and they fly perfect. Sometimes you get something where you accidentally built something in wrong, where the leading edge is shaped wrong, or some type of thing might be wrong. But if you paid attention in the building process and you started and you made everything exactly square, you got no problem. Brett Buckle argue, I like Brett. He's a really, really smart guy. If you got a math problem you don't understand, that's the guy to ask. He can get you to Mars. I can't get you to Mars, but I'll tell you what, I sure know how a sprint car works and how to go around the circle and keep the lines tight. I don't want to fly at warp speed like some of these guys. I don't know. The slower you go, the more motor offset you need.
Yeah, I was talking to Chris, Rudd, and Billy, and put in at least 1 degree, but they run 2. But he says you have to have at least 1 degree to be neutral.
Right. I don't understand gyroscopic precession. I do understand the bigger the propeller, the harder it is to turn. But these guys are thinking, I don't know, incorrectly, in my opinion. They're saying, well, the bigger the diameter prop, the harder it is to turn, because the bigger the gyroscope is. Yeah. Also, the bigger prop weighs an ounce more, so the more nose weight
Exactly.
you got. You got Bob Galdini talking about the barbell effect. So these guys have made a 4-inch bell crank to compensate for oversteer. And what this oversteer, that this thing won't turn. What Billy understands or didn't understand is, and Ron and I told him, I said, hey, used to be a 6-ounce fox in the nose, and you needed a 3-inch bell crank, and they turned real good. But now you have a motor that weighs 12 ounces, so it's twice as much. The concentrated weight is not going to go around the corner. Now, they had that big argument going on the thread. Charles was arguing about nose moment and tail moment and this, that, and the other. The nose and tail moment is all dependent. The nose moment is only long enough to balance the airplane. You want to come, so you got a wing here. And I've tried to explain all this crap, but I don't type well enough. So I'll go ahead and explain all this shit while I'm talking and thinking about it. In my opinion, and I argued this with some of the best, the bell crank location matters, and I'll tell you why. You want this wing to balance between 25 and 30%. So you get a wing. This is where it's going to balance, because that's where 25 or 30% is. Now, how long a nose and tail moment? Well, what do we want to do here? The longer you stretch out the tail, the smaller the elevator stabilizer can be, because it has the same amount of effective leverage. Pretty complicated. I'm not an engineering guy, but it's pretty simple. I'm not an engineering guy, but it's pretty easy to figure out. The bad thing about that is the longer you stretch this out, the longer clock time it has. It appears to go around the corner real slow. If you shorten it up like a combat plane, the smaller or the bigger area that you need to turn the same turn. But the clock time is twice as fast. It just snaps like that. So once you figure out what you want in aesthetics, as far as, you want something long or you want something short, well, now we got to figure it out. So now you figure out, well, I got a 16-ounce motor like them Satos there. I could cut the nose off right here and it would balance. And the nose doesn't mean anything. Now, on the forum they were talking about, well, Igor says he likes the nose a foot long. Yeah, well, I tried that, and it does work better for electrics. There's a couple reasons why. The motor, you got an airplane that's the size of a, impact or whatever, but you got an electric motor out here that weighs as much as a Fox. It's only 6 ounces. So how are we going to get this thing to balance? We stretch the nose out so the airplane balances. Yeah, it's going to groove better if we get it to balance. Pretty simple. I don't know. I try to explain all this shit on the forum on Stuka's Stunt, and I got hammered over it because I can't type as fast as I can think. I can also show you about where the bell crank goes. Does it make a difference in flight characteristics? No. Can I feel it? Absolutely. The farther you move the bell crank back away from the nose, the more nose heavy it feels because you have a longer lever. It's just like grabbing a shovel handle, choking up by the shovel and picking something up. Well, that's not bad. Then come all the way back at the end of the handle and pick something up. Tell me which one feels nose heavy. It's pretty simple.
Well, the other thing I said is that you only want the nose long enough for the engine and long enough for the tank.
Well, no, you can. I mounted the tanks back in the wing before.
Oh, you have got
my Thunderbolts, or the tank compartment was way back here.
get the bell crank to miss the tank.
The back of the bell crank mounts here on the Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
And right where the front lead out would just clear, I cut a nut. Matter of fact, my Junar XL, the notch is cut out of the wing. And as you push the tank as far back as you can. The reason that you do that is you don't want all that concentrated weight right on the end of the handle. It's like picking up the shovel handle. You want to move everything back to the center of gravity as far as you can get it, concentrated weight, and still have the airplane balance. I try to shove everything back as far as you can get it, and still get it to balance.
Well, that was like
That way,
back in the day when I flew RC pattern. OS came out with their pumper motors. And we could shorten the nose up and actually put the tank inside the fuselage because it would pump it. And it made a huge difference
your audio
on how the airplane. Pardon me?
Your audio is cutting out, but we can hear about every third word.
Well, maybe I'll try to get closer to it. We put the tank in the center of the airplane. As the fuel went down, it didn't change the balance of it, and it actually turned so much better, better with the tank in the center of the fuselage. Because I guess it wasn't sloshing the fuel around in the nose of the airplane and making it wobble or whatever.
The reason why the guys like the electric so much is that once they get it, they can change the lateral center of gravity as well. So they're moving the battery up or down to cause the roll of the airplane in or out. The lower you roll it, or the lower you put the battery, the more the outboard wing is going to roll up. But the higher you put the battery, the more the outboard wing is going to roll up. Well, then you got to worry about, are you running a right-hand propeller or left-hand propeller? Because the torque of the motor is going to want to roll the airplane one way or the other. So that's a good thing as far as the electric goes. You can move that concentrated mass, but you also got to remember you got a 12-ounce brick, or I think it's 10 ounce on those batteries that I got there. A 10-ounce piece of concentrated lead in the nose, and I can feel that. And I really like the power delivery of the electrics. When I was so impressed when I flew Traxler's airplane that one year, I go, wow, I gotta try this in one of my airplanes. And I spent a ton of money on electrics. I wish I'd have never done it. It's not for me. It's hard. For me, it's hard to trim. I can't get the airplanes to quit hunting, and I look at all those electric airplanes, and they're always trying to find a groove. Even the top guys, they're not dead locked in. So I'll pass on the electrics. But, you know, for the guys that like them, hey, more power to you. I also watch those airplanes in the wind. Overhead, you know, I got plenty of power overhead. Yeah, okay. I got a PA-75 coming. There's a picture of him sitting there on the desk. I'll guarantee I got power overhead in the wind with that.
Well, it made Bob Hunt.
You could start that airplane right here, holding it pointed straight up, and let it go, and I'm sure it would go right over the top. And I'll guarantee an electric airplane. I just don't see it happening.
No. Yeah, Samantha, she does not like electric whatsoever. She's got a couple of them, and she just does not. She says they do not feel the same. They don't fly the same.
Nope, they don't. You know, but if you're a guy like Paul Walker or Bob Hunt or, you know, them guys that have a gazillion dollars, I got all the high zoot shit sitting down there, all the big crap. You know, I've tried everything everybody else has tried. I don't know, it ain't for me.
Well, I got to agree with you on that. That electric's not for me.
I even got a generator. I went, well, if we're going to go flying, I'm going to have a portable generator to run the charger. So I bought a portable generator. Well, the thing I hate about that is you call me up and say, I'm going to meet you at the flying field in a half an hour. No, I can't do that. I got to wait, you know, 2 hours till I charge these batteries. I get out there. I only got 4 or 5 flights before I got to start charging batteries again. At least with a gallon of fuel, I say, okay, great. Load my shit. I'll be out there in a half an hour. I can fly all day as long as I got fuel.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, electrics, and Samantha will fly once in a while, but we do it on Sundays in the afternoon because where we fly at, the neighbor next door barbecues and stuff like that, and ask him not to make all the noise when he has people over and stuff. So if we want to fly, we have to fly electrics.
Is he a lefty?
I don't know. Him and his wife are both lawyers, so we figured we didn't want to fight him in court about it.
Yeah. That's.
But they're real come over and stuff, and they just ask, you know, when they have people over and they have barbecues, they don't want to hear the airplanes. So we're like, it really isn't that much to ask. They haven't bitched about anything else. So
it's cool. I mean, you know, I just get a kick out of everybody telling me, especially 10 years ago, like on Stu, you don't know what you're talking about. I used to tell them I built more airplanes than anybody you've known, you know, and everybody thought I was lying. So that's why one of the reasons I started Stunt Hanger. That's what makes YouTube so great for me. Now I can show you. I don't have to type it. I show you.
Yep. I agree with you.
it doesn't, you know, and then people don't believe you. They ain't gonna believe you no matter what. So it don't matter. It's just a waste of time, your breath. Try to convince them, and
yeah, when you start talking about it, they get offensive.
I know a lot of people do. None of this stuff bothers me. I could absolutely care less. Glad that there's so many different things people can do. Did what I did. Get into the circle to fly. That's why I tell Samantha. If everybody loved control line, you'd be staying to get in one flight.
You know, I made a statement. I made 2 statements that are really outlandish, which I've done both of them. One is anything will fly. I have flown a toilet seat. 2, I could paint a lacquer paint job with a bug sprayer, and it will come out professional. It doesn't matter what gun you spray it on. You could spray it on with a bug sprayer. You just have to be willing to sand. And I am a sander. I get enjoyment out of sanding. So those are 2 things that I mentioned, and 2 different people took offense to it. Whatever. I've done it, you know.
Hey, I have seen a toilet seat fly.
Well, Well, I can't, I can't afford a damn $500 damn little spray guns and special compressors and this and that and everything else. Soap makes it easy, like you said. You can do it with whatever. You can brush it on actually and sand it out.
Yep.
And make it look good.
I won a motorcycle paint job contest with a tank I did with spray cans. But you can't do that no more because they don't sell lacquer paint.
Sometimes I think spray cans spray out better than my spray guns.
Harbor Freight sells a really good spray gun I got. I got mine for like $9. It was supposed to be $29, but it's a $29 touch-up gun. It works perfect. The Harbor Freight compressor I got there was $140. It's an upright 5-gallon compressor. So you can get into spray painting relatively inexpensively.
Now
It's
your
got $9
your Harbor Freight gun, is that the one that comes with a regulator on the bottom?
Yep.
I tried I don't like their purple ones.
No,
It's
it's
like you
not,
got to thin the paint. You got to thin the paint too much for that.
not the purple. It's HDLP, and it's got a regulator on the bottom. I'll show you right there.
Same one. I got two of them. One for clear and one I use for color.
Does it look like this?
Yep, that's exactly the one I got. I mean, that thing works. Their purple ones I don't like, but that one I really like. The one now, but you got to buy it with a big gun. It's made of aluminum. Just a work of art. I mean, it's really nice, and the two together are $59.
Yep, I got them out in the garage. One for primer, one for clear.
Yeah,
I got these.
that's really nice.
I got these here. I don't use these much.
Is the $9 touch-up gun the one you spray the wings and the whole? Is that like what you were using when you?
Here's the purple one.
They're like $29.
No, I've got the
When you got with a metal, I don't like them as good.
No, they're not. Then I got the quartz purple one here. This one's not bad.
I've got that one,
Oh, okay.
and I've got the same one like that, except it's only a pint.
Then I got this high dollar one, but it's a suction. It's the Velvet.
Yeah, I got one of them too. That thing will still spray. I still like the way it sprays clear on the suction type, but anymore.
I don't use it because you got to run it too much, but you have to put too much material in the cup, and you have to run it at too high a pressure, and it makes too much overspray.
Yep,
So that's
the high volume, low pressures. That's the one to paint with.
Yeah.
Yep. Then my airbrushes and
I think Harbor Freight had that good one on sale last week for $24. I almost bought another one, and I'm like, but I should buy one for white, and then one for blues, and one for reds, and like that. But I
Okay,
clean
let me
them
ask
good.
a question.
So,
I just got a compressor, but I don't have any attachments for it. So what's the first, if I build it up piece by piece, what's the first purchase I should make to get into paint?
a compressor.
I got the compressor. That's what I'm saying, is I just don't have any attachments.
Buy
Is it $9 touch-up gun? What you were
buy
talking
the
about?
$99 catch-up gun, the $10 10-foot hose.
Yeah, I also have a water separator.
I got plenty of hose.
I got a water separator on mine.
Yeah, you don't need it. Just keep the tank drained.
Yeah,
Mine's in a really humid environment, so I should probably get a water trap or something.
You can make it with a piece of pipe and 4 elbows. So you come out of the
Yeah.
You come out of the compressor, one elbow you go down, then the next elbow you go over, and then the next elbow you go up, the next elbow you go that way, and put the fitting on it. There's your water trap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I got my air compressor out in the shop. I can run the hose. I've got it down in my basement where I work on planes. I use it. I don't hear the air compressor or nothing. It's great.
How many pounds of pressure do you usually spray with? What does it depend on?
The gun?
You just gotta spray on the test board until it sprays like you like it, and then go to the plane, I guess.
HVLP stands for high volume, low pressure. So you can spray at 15 pounds. But if you use the suction gun, you're going to have to run 40 pounds or, whatever. It depends on how thick the material is. You can take straight lacquer, put it in the bottom of a suction gun, straight lacquer, right out of the can, no thinner, turn the pressure up to 60 pounds and pull the trigger and it'll shoot spaghetti out the end.
Oh, yeah, I heard you talking about that, spider webs.
Yeah, that's how we used to do spider webs on cars.
Yeah, I wish I knew somebody around that was close who needed an air compressor, and I'd give them one. Need to go pick it up. It's a $300 and some air compressor. I used to have pneumatics in this building, and they said I could have it, and they went to electronics. It's made by Dayton.
That's a good compressor.
Yeah, it's cast iron, has a cast iron compressor and all that kind of stuff, but I really don't need it. I get this stuff for like heating air. I got thermostats and I got humidifiers and if I get them, I save them. Then I got a garage full of crap that just takes up space. And that'll be the same thing with this compressor. I have one just like it that I got a few years back. It'll last me the rest of my life. But the thing is that both of them because they don't want anybody to move them and they're hard piped in. And this one's missing the handle too.
Back in the 90s, I used a compressor out of an air conditioner or something. And for the tank, I went to Harbor Freight and bought a fill-up. It was a monstrosity. It was, concocted by my, homemade. I took one of those red tanks you fill up to fill a tire up, and I used that as the tank. And I just used the compressor off, I think it was an air conditioner, I'm not sure. And just pumped it into that and then shot out of the tank. Ain't no big deal.
I got a tank like that too.
But it was dangerous. You know why? No cutoff, no high pressure cutoff. If I didn't unplug it, it would keep pumping and blow the tank up.
No regulator, huh?
What?
No regulator.
Yeah, no regulator on it.
No high pressure cutoff. So I had a regulator going out, but nothing, when it.
Oh, you did.
When it reached a certain pressure, it would just keep pumping. It wouldn't cut the motor off and just keep running.
Yeah, it's a differential.
Making a hand grenade.
Just got to keep an eye on the gauge. When it gets to 120, stop. Unplug it.
I had a 100-pound LP tank I used for a storage tank.
That'll work.
Yep.
I used to airbrush T-shirts a million years ago. We used to have a scuba tank to run the airbrush on.
Hey, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, them things go up to what? 2,000 pounds of pressure or something on them?
Yeah, and seeing as you only need like 7 pounds out of an airbrush, you can run all day.
Well, that's what's nice. That's what's nice too about that. The one gun that comes from Harbor Freight with the regulator on it, you can turn your compressor up higher and then regulate the pressure at your gun.
Right.
And gives you so much more air in the tank.
One coat is one tank full on my compressor.
Oh, okay.
I get through one. This plane here probably a coat and a half, but on a big plane, one coat. Then I got to run the compressor again. It's so damn loud up here, it's ridiculous.
Wait, 120 pounds and
Yep. So this is what I hate about finishing. I'm sitting here, it looks pretty good, and then you feel, oh man, I missed that spot. I gotta stick with that.
Yeah, it's like I was ready to start sealing my balsa wood, and I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and look it over a little bit. And I ended up sanding for 6 hours.
And if I come over there, you'd be sanding 6 hours more.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I really like the sanding. To me, it's therapeutic.
I've been sanding all my life.
Sanding your life away.
I'd like to have $1 for every hour I got sanding.
Be rich, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
yeah, it's like when I was a kid, I wanted to work in the body shop. I wanted to paint and stuff. Until I had to sand my damn life away for like 3 months. Else got to paint when and I'm like, hell, I ain't doing this anymore. I don't like to sand it.
I don't mind
So
sanding.
painting has nothing to do with pulling the trigger.
Yeah, it's 95% prep and 5% paint. The painting stage is easy, I think. I feel like home free. As soon as I get the base coat on them,
I hate
really get
masking.
excited.
I always do simple schemes because I hate masking.
I love the most complicated thing I can get.
I'm in too much of a rush by that time. I want to fly the damn thing.
Well, I get pretty excited, but I get really excited when the base coat's on, and I got all my imagination to do whatever I want with it. I like the masking and insignias, and I like all that kind of stuff.
I thought I was going to do a, classic paint job on this, but I think it's going to be, I got this idea in my head. I think it's going to be pretty modern, pretty wild. I'll tell you,
Yeah, I got so many airplanes that need paint, but I just gotta have a heart. I love building them, but I hate finishing them.
good painter on the form is Mark Scarborough.
Yeah.
He really knows his shit. Yeah, beautiful paint jobs. He's been on the talk show here a couple of times.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we had a friend find out here in Michigan, and he got into painting, and he could do these fades from like orange to yellow and purple to blue and different stuff like that. And you could not see where any transition point. But he'd spend months and months working on them things and crash. I'm like, man, there goes 1,000 hours in a paint job. But he did some really fancy stuff and flip-flop paint jobs and all that kind of stuff, but part of it. But he always hated to build because he said he couldn't get things straight and stuff like that. But when it come to the finishing part of it, I don't know, he had the patience for that, but not the other or something. I don't know.
Well, what I like about building is this airplane here started out just like all the rest of my average kits, sticks.
Yeah.
This is all the I didn't buy anything for this airplane. It's, you know, it's all the shit I had in my shop. Well, I bought the canopy. I did buy a set of ribs, but I screwed the wing up, so I ended up making my own ribs and making another wing.
What are you sanding with? 320 or?
320, yeah.
Only part I don't like about building an airplane is sealing the balsa wood. I don't like that part.
Ain't nothing. 3 coats of dope.
I know
it. Mixed with a filler.
I don't use filler.
I was wondering if anybody has a trick. This weekend, we're going to put the wing and tail in a vector, which is real simple because the horizontal stabilizer sets flat on the bench when you tip your fuselage upside down and stuff. But Staris also, and the Staris does not set that way. The stabilizer is down in the fuselage more. Is there
No big deal.
getting that thing is that straight?
Look at my I've done several alignment videos. There's no better way to align an airplane than that way. Have you any other guys watched them?
Yeah, I have. Yep.
You know, the vectors, you know, was easy because, you know, I see a lot of these, you know, the stab there right at the top of the fuselage before you put your other parts on the top of it to make the shape of it, and it makes it easy to align. You just got to get it aligned, you know, but you don't. It's always zero because the damn bench is flat and you got your zero tipping out. And I was just kind of wondering how you hold the tips up if you make jigs or something to level with the wing. And
I use triangle pieces of balsa wood cut into triangles and then measure up from the bench. Let's say that the trailing edge or the center line is 1 inch off the bench. You glue the triangles to the bench and pin the stabilizer 1 inch off on the center line on the trailing edge, 1 inch off on the leading edge, and then do it like you normally do it and finish it up after it's glued together. Look at my Junar XL alignment video.
okay. Same way then, huh?
Yeah, I think you did that video right after I did the Walter Umlin jig video.
And there isn't any easier way to align an airplane than with a piece of glass, a felt tip pen, a T-square, and a ruler. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Just get everything the same height off the glass.
I don't have my piece of glass yet. I've been looking for 2 years.
Right.
You got a tabletop, though. You could do it on a tabletop. You just can't glue wedges to the top of the table.
Go on my channel and look for you aligning the wing with the Walter Umlin jig. That might be interesting to you.
Yeah, I kind of seen that. Everything has come out so good on the tabletop deal, and the one that we do it on has the lines drawn on it, and I got jigs made up that glued on there, and the wing, you know, will come up and touch them 2 pieces, so I know where that's at. You know, it works great, but it's just I never did a tail that's down in the fuselage further. Ones that are right on top are fine, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, that's a good, if it's a ½ inch or 1 inch off there, then all you gotta do is triangles and do it that way. Kind of like raise the table up in the back.
Right. Block it up.
You know? All right.
I use what's called Tom Creasy's jig. I got a table that is not big enough to do the wing and the fuselage together. Kind of a weird way, but it's the only thing I got right now to deal with it. Rusty, what's the name of that again? That Walker what?
Oh, it's the Walter Umland, Walter. But Walter Umland, aligning a wing with the Walter Umland jig, something like that is the title of it.
I just want to check it out.
You're looking at my YouTube channel.
I don't know where that, or what's the name of that, or whatever.
Rusty K. Rusty Space K. On YouTube, search for Rusty Space K control line because there's more than one Rusty K.
What is your last name?
Nolan.
Knowlton. Knowlton. Knowlton.
Aren't you
Yeah,
signed up to the newsletter?
What'd you say, Sparky?
Yep.
I was wondering if Tom signed up for your newsletter.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't think so.
Newsletter.
I send out something called the Pit Specialist, my club's newsletter, MCLS, Metro Line of Control Line Society. It's in Charlotte and Huntersville. And I send about 256 of them out every month. I'll be glad to put you on the mailing list.
Sure.
Just need your email.
Sure.
Yeah, the Walter Umland deal, that kind of used or whatever.
Is this on Rusty K control line?
Yeah, that's not the name of my channel. That's just what to search for. Yeah, and it'll come up in the search results. Search in the YouTube search box. Just type Rusty K control line, and there'll be a list of hits, and one of them will be my channel.
Okay.
So you're gonna have one of these chats Friday night, Sparky?
Yep.
All right. So everything
I
will be
didn't get
painted by
Monday night,
then, or
but I did Saturday and Sunday.
oh, you may do it Saturday and Sunday.
I didn't have one Monday night. This
Yeah,
week
you did it
because I had
Sunday.
it on Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, okay. We'll be surprised by Friday night what that looks like, huh?
This one,
Yeah.
I don't know, probably be painted. Be starting, getting be the base colors anyway.
Okay, Rusty, I put in the group chat there my email.
Okay, let me click on it and see what happens.
Well, guys, I'll probably see you Friday. It's 11:30 here, so I'm gonna hit the hay and.
I don't know where it went, but okay.
All right.
Good night, Steve. Put it up again, Tom. I made it go away by accident.
Send it
I
on
clicked on
Stunt
it.
Hanger. That way you won't get spammed.
Oh, hey, okay.
Yeah, PM it to me on Stunt Hanger. PM me your
Oh.
email address. I'll send you the link.
Boy, I hope I've got a pretty good virus system on mine. I got Total Protection by McAfee.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you won't get spammed. You'll get a ton of shit on there.
Yeah, people see it and troll for it. I mean, they got automatic bots crawling for email addresses that you post.
Yes, this Stunt Hanger, you're protected. Here, it's wide open.
Well, send me a PM on Stunt Hanger with your email, and I'll send you a link to my channel and to the specific video.
Okay.
I get some complaints sometimes how hard it is to get on Stunt Hanger. Yeah, well, once you're there, you'll be all right. But the reason why it's so hard is because we don't want any of those guys coming in like the other night.
I wish I'd been here to see that.
No, you don't. It was terrible.
Did he just
He lasted maybe 10 seconds.
did he just jump on and say terrible shit? Or is that what he did?
Did you see it, Tom?
What's that?
The asshole?
The troll the other night?
I missed him.
Yeah.
That's probably good that I missed him.
Yeah, you didn't miss nothing. Must it had to be a Hillary Clinton supporter.
Oh yeah. What your name is RKN Rusty?
That's right.
Okay.
Too much work in a classic airplane.
Yeah. It's one of them things, Sparky, where you build such great models that you can't just hurry one through. You just can't just kind of let stuff go by. You're not built like that.
Well, I got 2 weeks in framing it up. I'll have another 2 weeks in finishing it, so we'll say 30 days to build an airplane.
That's incredible to me.
That's because you got to sit there at the bench and do the job.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just noticed I got this captured.
Okay, Rusty, I sent you a message there.
Okay.
If you sit down and sit at the bench and stay there for 8 hours a day, you're going to get some shit done.
Yes, you do. I know I had 2 airplanes framed up. I still have a fuselage to complete, but I got to wait until the Stuka plane or wing gets covered. Then I can put that in position and probably glue that in final on the fuselage.
I don't know. I never built a Stuka. I got a kick out of Al Ray the other night. He said to me, I'm a little concerned about you and the Bearcat. You're going to get into it and not finish it. Like, what? What are you talking about?
That'll be a good build. You know, that's what I watched today was the profile Bearcat. I'm ready to look at number 4, Bearcat number 4. I've been watching the whole build, just putting it on there while I'm sitting there painting dope.
How's
Well,
everybody
I'm going
doing?
to remake Al's videos. Hey, Frank, what's up?
Oh, not much. Just thought I'd stop in for a little bit.
How'd your wing turn out?
I think it turned out pretty good.
You got a couple coats of dope on it yet?
I've got 3 coats of dope on it. And I noticed a little wrinkle in the leading edge. I don't know what I can do about it, but I'm not too worried about it. But it turned out really good.
Put some dope on it and heat it with a heat gun. It'll come right out.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. It's like right in the bay too. It's like on the edge of the bay. So
Flood it with some dope. What that does is kind of relieves everything, and then hit it with some heat, and it should stretch right out. And then the dope will keep it taut.
okay, I got my super fill on here too. Did my fill.
How do you like it?
I like it. I haven't even sanded it yet. And it looks decent.
And you use the alcohol trick and smooth it out good.
Yeah. See, your Nobler's coming along pretty good.
Getting there, been sanding.
Yeah.
Be ready to
Primered already.
What's that?
It's all primered up.
Just a fuselage. I'm not going to prime the wings. I just got clear dope on them, and they're sanded with 320. They're good enough. Only place you need primer is bare wood, or not bare wood, but the fuselage. So
Okay.
I'll mount the canopy tomorrow. Finish the cockpit and mount the canopy. I might do it in the middle of the night tonight. I don't know. It depends.
Yeah.
If I go to sleep or not. And then tomorrow I'll finish detailing out the fuselage, getting all the primer off of it, and then shoot the white on the back half, white on the panel here. Well, all 4 panels, and I'll probably go over the computer later on and make up the masks for it and lay the masks on it and then shoot it navy blue and then peel the stickers off. It'll be ready to go quicker than shit.
So it's going to be white and blue then?
Red, white, and blue. Two-tone blue, red trim.
Oh, okay, that'll look cool. Well, I got my new table all set up.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, 3 foot by 6 foot. I got the glass suspended with little felt discs. I got like 50 of them on there, just so it's kind of cushioned, you know. So it's pretty flat.
Well, want me to tell you how to level it?
Sure.
Okay, you're going to need about 4 pieces of 1 inch wide by 1 inch wide, 1/8 inch thick balsa wood. You're going to need a roll of thread. So what you do is let me turn this on so you can make sure you see this.
Okay.
You go from one corner to the other corner across the way. You glue down a piece of 1/8 inch balsa wood on it, and you run 2 pieces of thread, one on top of the other, all the way to the other side, and you glue that down. Then you take another piece of 1/8 inch wood on each corner there, and you run 1 thread, and you run the 1 thread between there and the other 2, and you take cardstock and shim it up until that thread is centered up in between the 2 pieces of thread.
Okay. Okay.
That's if you want it perfect.
Well, of course, you know, you always want it perfect.
Okay, Tom, you got a PM now with those links in it. Hey, Frank, I didn't see anybody come in. I was off sending PM. How you doing?
How you doing, Rusty?
Pretty good.
Good. I was showing them my flight streak I got with wings covered on it.
Flight streaks are my favorite plane with their bird-like look. I even took I made a contest plane from a Skyray. I bashed it into a flight streak, called it the Osprey. That was a nice plane.
That's cool. Yeah, I've got dope on the wings, and I'm gonna fix this little wrinkle here. The wingtips turned out amazingly well. After I put those 3 coats of dope on it, it tightened those wingtips up even more, and it's pretty smooth.
See, you did it the first time. You did wingtips the first time with polyspan because you can follow direction.
Yeah, and I sanded my seams so to smooth them out a little bit, so it's nice and smooth now.
By the looks of it, you probably could use another coat of dope on there. It's not quite shiny enough.
Yeah, no, I'm going to put 2 more coats on actually after I fix that wrinkle and sand my fillets. I'm going to put 2 coats on the whole thing.
Stop! Don't use clear dope on fillets.
Oh no!
540
Where do I get that from?
Napa.
Oh, okay, all right. Would Advance Auto have it?
Napa. It's a Napa product.
Okay, BC 540.
D like in dog, C like in cat.
Okay. All right, I'll write that down.
540 comes in a can, looks like this. Color line.
Oh, okay. It's spray.
Right. And you want to spray your fillets with this.
Okay.
Rough them up with 320 and then spray the fillet with the DC 540 and then the fillets won't lift off. If you use dope, it'll lift right off.
Oh, really? Well, I'm glad I said something before I did it.
Yeah.
Well, here, think about about why it'll lift off. Dope is always shrinking. So if you have a fillet like this, and you lay the dope in there, and it's always shrinking, it's gonna lift right off the inside. It's gonna,
Pull it right away.
Right. So you
That
use
happened. Yeah, it happened to
DC
me.
540 and don't paint the fillets. And what I mean by that is when you're spraying, don't load the paint inside there and get these fillets wet. So you spray up to it and just turn it away, and whatever lands in there lands in there. So you want to keep them dry. You don't want to get them wet.
Is that what you have on your Nobler right now? Is DC 540?
Yes.
Okay. All right, and it's just a rattle can thing then.
Right, and you'll love it. It's $2.89 a can. You can spray it on, and within 3 minutes, be sanding it.
Okay, should I spray my entire fuselage and the wing or the fillets? Not the fillets, but the tail as well?
Depends on how good woodwork you did. But yeah, you can do that. Just don't spray the wing.
Okay, don't spray the wing. Just spray the fuselage and the
Anywhere
tail.
there's wood, you can spray. But any of this open bay stuff, what you do is if you add DC 540 here and you sand, there's no need to spray open bays. It's only to fill imperfections. There's no imperfections here because it's strung out. So
Right,
no
right.
need for it.
Okay, now, do you have silk span on the fuse on your Nobler?
Yes,
Okay, so I can use that over silk span then.
yes.
Okay.
You can use it over polish band too, but like I say, you're just wasting weight if you spray it on open bays.
Okay, yeah, I won't do that then.
DC stands for Duplicolor, but Duplicolor doesn't make an equivalent with their own brand name on it. But their acrylic lacquer is really good white stuff too. And
It says Duplicolor, but it's not the same. It's made by Sherwin-Williams.
Okay. Now, do you sand your fillets out?
I try to get them as close as I can with the alcohol, and then I'll rough them up with 320 just to give it enough tooth for the primer to stick.
Okay. All right. All right. I got 320 here. I'm just curious how you prepped it. I think my fillets are pretty close. I'm, just got a little parts I'll need to sand, but they're shaped pretty good. Pretty
Yeah,
even.
you think so, till you get the primer on there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I sprayed the underneath fillets on my twister with heavy red, and it did exactly what y'all were talking about. It just, in about a week, it just completely peeled off. It was a complete mess. I had to cut it all off of there.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Sparky had one heck of a deal on his scale shoestring. He had one place that kept coming up on him.
Yeah, but that was my own fault because I used, and I know better, but I was in a hurry. I used, let's see here, Acro Green. Where the hell did I put the tube?
Oh, I've heard of that stuff.
Acro Green spot putty is great spot putty, but it's only for spots that are the size of the head of a pin, not for puttying. And what I did was where those cheek cals went, and I smoothed this shit all over, and I forgot to put CA on it, but I ended up having a problem.
Okay, I got a question for you. After I put that DC 540 on, can I spray that on the sheeting, my wing sheeting? Because it's not an open bay?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. All right.
But listen to what I'm going to tell you. This is the most important part about using DC 540. When you put it on, you sand it off and put it on and sand it off and put it on and sand it off. And the final coat, you want to get it till it looks like this, till it's all a nice even shade of gray. Well, you think you're done. No. I have to sand all this primer off until it's translucent. You can just start to see through it. If you don't, the airplane will weigh a ton. Ask Tom.
Yep. Yep. Well, I totally did it wrong because he said he used you know, sometimes 5 cans on a large plane. And so I was like, okay. So I sprayed 5 cans on my plane.
Oh,
I remember hearing that story.
And let me tell you though, I got a really, you know, the color, it really looks nice. I got a good.
that's funny.
I bet it did. Weighed about 5 pounds.
No, well, it actually put 15 ounces on.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
Yep. Live and learn. The
Wow.
only way to do it, man, is just dive in there and just do it.
Oh, I know.
You mess
The
up,
trick is, doesn't matter how many cans of paint or how many cans of primer you put on. When you're done, it all has to be on the floor.
Right.
yeah. No, I didn't want to get any on the floor, so I just left it on the plane.
Didn't want to vacuum that night, huh?
Yeah. I set my box fan up on a couple of milk crates and threw an air conditioner filter on top of it and set and sanded over that. That worked pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it right this time.
Yeah. I really dig that polyspan though. It's something I've never used before. I really like the way it looks and the way it worked.
The only problem with it, it's real durable. The only problem with it is it's it's a little heavier than silk span. It takes more to fill, so the airplane's going to be a little heavier.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
But
I got this.
I went back to double out silk span.
Oh yeah. I've got some
Office
Brodax silk span.
Good stuff. That's what this is.
Yeah.
What's the difference in weight between a fully finished silk span or something like fabric wing or a monocoque wing? How much weight difference is there between either fully finished wing?
It's negligible, but there's nothing like a dope finish to me.
Yeah, I like the look of dope finishes too. But Monaco is so easy for me to work with because that's all I've ever used, except for on my stick and tissue planes. I use Monaco on RC all the time.
Well, I'm glad your first endeavor with polyspan came out good.
Yeah, me too. I was kind of scared.
Yeah, it's kind of intimidating a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I haven't dove in yet. I've done plenty of silk span on fuselages and parts like that, but I have yet to do a wing in it.
Yeah. It's as long as you take your time, it turns out really good. And make sure there's no wrinkles on it before you shrink it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a trick with monocoat that most guys don't understand. My airplanes, back in the 90s, I monocoated a few to compare weights and things and see the finish times. Like Viper 4 was monocoat, the Sorcerer was monocoat, fuselages were always painted. But my wings never bagged up. The reason why they didn't bag up is they were stretched out before they were heated. I tried to use the least amount of heat as possible to get it taut.
Yeah.
You got to be sure not to stick it to the ribs until the last thing too.
I never stick mine to the ribs. I just stick it to the perimeter and heat it and let it go. Now, when you're out in the hot days flying and stuff, mine bagged up, but I took it home and put a little more heat to it, and it never bagged up again after that. I built quite a few RC planes, and the reason I don't have them now is because I like to fly too close to the ground, and I try new tricks to where I can see them easy. I end up putting them in the ground, cartwheeling them or whatever.
Yeah, at least with control line, you see it all the time, don't you?
And you're over the ground. The highest you're going to be is 60 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're 100th of a second from disaster at all time.
Yeah, the majority of the time you're probably 6 feet, 5 feet from the ground?
4 to 6.
4 to 6?
Yeah, I used to love RCs until I got back in the control line, and I sold everything. I only kept one plane and one radio.
Yeah.
I like being a part of the machine.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I've got the fever real bad.
There's nothing like building something and watching it fly. I think that's the best part about it.
Me too.
You know, I almost like building better than flying because, you know, every time I fly, I crash it and I ruin it.
Well, what I like about control line stunt is taking these sticks and my mind and turning it into this.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's amazing.
Yep.
I've got this table. The reason I bought this table is to build a Nobler because I want to recreate my dad's old paint scheme Nobler.
Yeah, I've seen that picture you posted.
Yeah, that picture was taken back in 1969.
Is that the plane that you took a hold of when you was 5 and just thought it was a glider and just threw it?
Yep. Yeah, I just wanted to see it fly.
Did you get in trouble?
Oh yeah, yeah. Dad was so mad at me. He destroyed all his planes and sold all his engines and never flew control line again after that. And that stuck with me for years. That stuck with me forever.
He's still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. He just turned 87 today, and he sees the planes I build, and he's amazed. He loves them.
Build him a Nobler and give it to him.
Yeah, and that's what I want to do. I want to build it in that same paint scheme and give it to him to hang in his house.
Is that a junior streak?
Yeah,
What's that?
yeah, it's a junior.
You can put a 15 on it.
Yeah, I got a 15 in you. I'm gonna put on it, and I ordered my tongue muffler yesterday.
Good. You'll be ready for long then, won't you? You're just going right to town.
Well, my goal is to be done with this thing by spring. I still have to finish my lines. I bought some lines off of Brodak, but I have to put the ends on them.
What size fuel tank do you run on a 15?
Well, the plans say 1.5 or something like that, but Brodak, I've got a 2, and it's kind of,
Gotcha. Okay.
it's kind of big though. It's for
There's not much room on the street for a tank.
Come on.
How'd it go?
I got it hooked up.
Hey, we got a new guy in here.
Yeah, I'm a new guy. I'm Evo.
Hi, Evo.
Hey, Eva.
Monday night.
I
Did it Sunday. Saturday and Sunday.
started flying back in the 50s when I was 11 years old.
Be surprised by Friday night what that looks like, huh?
This one?
Yeah.
You gotta only have the window open with us in it. You're running another YouTube window.
Yeah, you got to close your YouTube.
Okay, Rusty, I put in the group chat there my email.
Okay, let me click on it and see what happens.
Evo, close your YouTube window.
What's that?
Close your YouTube window. Okay.
Alright.
Good night.
How do I do that?
Put it up again, Tom. I made it. Just close the tab. Just stop the YouTube video.
Get spam.
Just pause it.
Okay.
PM it to me on Stunt Hanger. PM me your email address. I'll send you the link.
Well, I hope I've got a pretty good virus system on mine. I got protection.
Find it, Evo. Yeah, but that doesn't mean you won't get spam. You'll get a ton of shit on there.
People see hey, Evo, can you hear me? Scroll for it.
Yeah, I can hear.
They got automatic. Go to your YouTube channel and stop that video.
Okay.
Stunt Hanger, you're protected here. It's wide open.
Yeah, he's about 10 minutes or a half hour back.
Yeah.
Oh, he closed out all right. He actually.
He hit the wrong X.
Yeah, I did.
He closed his whole browser.
Come on back, Evo.
Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. My computer unplugged itself and my battery's going to die.
There you are.
Here he comes. There you go.
Okay? Yeah. I'm glad I could join you guys.
Yeah,
It's, I wish we had.
You still have feedback.
I have feedback?
Is your YouTube still open?
No, I closed that.
Okay, it seems like it's cleared up now. Nah, I hear something. Oh
I
well.
think you're hearing feedback from his speakers into his mic, like I had a problem with.
Yeah.
Okay, we can work with that. So how you doing?
I'm doing good. You know, we moved here to Arkansas about 3.5 years ago, and I haven't found anybody to fly in the U-Control. I wish I could have some buddies here. It'd be real nice.
Are you on Stunt Hanger?
Yeah.
Just put a note in open forum. Who lives in Arkansas? I think. What the hell is that guy's name? There's a couple guys down there flying.
Yeah, just make a thread on Stunt Hanger. You'll get some hits.
I have the same
All right.
problem here in PA.
Really?
Yeah.
It's really weird because we moved to Cedar City, Utah, and I went to the radio control meeting at the library, and I asked if there was anybody that flying U-Control, and they said, yeah, there's one guy in town that flies U-Control. And they gave me his phone number, right? I called him up, and he was so excited to hear from another U-Controller that we met, and we used to go flying all the time, and I really missed that. It was, the camaraderie, the fun, and everything, and
Oh yeah.
I just hope I can find. I'm trying. If I can't find anybody that is flying, I'm going to try to get people interested.
That's what I'm trying to do at work.
You having any?
I got 2 guys that are going to go fly this thing with me when I get it finished.
All right.
So
That's
hopefully
cool.
they get hooked.
Yeah, this is the greatest sport. I don't know why everybody doesn't want to do this. Be part of.
I don't know either. It's really weird. In Cedar City, they had a huge radio control club. I mean, lots. And the thing about the U-Control that I love is that you're part of it. You feel it.
Yeah, you're a part of the machine. That's what I was just saying a little while ago.
Yeah.
About that.
You feel that pull on the lines. You know what I mean? And you're going around and stuff. And I mean, I don't know. To me, it's real.
Yeah.
You're an athlete, man. Everything from your toes to the top of your head's involved in flying that plane,
Yeah,
Eagle, I know you're a member of my YouTube channel, but are you a member of Stunt Hanger?
You know what? I'm really not sure. I know I've gone to the site, but I may not have joined. I don't remember.
Well, you got to use your real first and last name, or you don't get approved.
Okay.
And you can. It doesn't have to be your display name. Oh, I got one member that needs to be approved here. And it takes me a little while I keep everybody safe by making sure everybody's real.
Well, my real name is John Loray, L-O-R-E. So if you see that name, you know it's me.
Okay.
All right.
You can call yourself Evo on your little thing by where you post, but when you register, you just got to use your real name. So you can call yourself anything you want.
Okay, that sounds good.
So I call myself RKN Rusty, Rockin' Rusty.
Rockin' Rusty, are you a musician?
Well, no, I'm just a music lover.
Okay.
I can play the drums pretty good.
Yeah, my wife and I, we play music. I play the guitar, and I taught her how to play the electric bass, and we have some keyboards also, and some drum machines. So we have fun like that. And I got to fly him when we lived in California. Actually, I got to fly him a little bit, but like I said here, I don't know. I'm gonna I've been out of it for a long time. I haven't flown, to be perfectly honest with you. And since we left Cedar City, Utah, that's about 5 years ago. And I want to get back in.
Where exactly are you at in Arkansas?
Hot Springs.
Well, you're close to me then. You're by Missouri.
Yeah, that's right. Not that
Yeah,
far.
there's guys down there on the Missouri side that are flying. James Mills.
Yeah.
Okay, go on Stunt Hanger and register.
Okay.
make a post, and asking somebody in that area to join. I think Doc Holliday is pretty close to there.
Okay. Do you guys ever go? There's a big contest every year that in Texas. Do you guys ever go to that?
I don't go; it's too far for me to go, but some guys do.
I'm
Where are
in
you
South
located?
Carolina.
I'm in
South
St. Louis.
St. Louis. Okay.
My big contest for this year are going to be Rodex, which is in Pennsylvania, the Nationals, which is in Muncie, Indiana.
Okay.
I'm going to Joe Knoll, and then Huntersville, North Carolina. And that'll be the 4 that I go to this year.
Hey,
Joe Knoll in South Carolina.
Yeah, that's about 90 minutes from my house.
hey, that Brodex, is it?
That's
Does it cost to be an observer?
No,
No,
it doesn't cost you to do anything there.
Oh, you can even fly for nothing.
You can fly all you want. It costs $10 to enter the contest, but $10 for a week, you're great.
Yeah, I'm only 2 hours away from Brodex. I was thinking of going down there. When is that?
Father's
Listen.
Day.
Oh, okay.
That's like what, third week in June?
Something like that.
Go on the
Second.
Rodex site and get the info.
Okay.
Looks like Father's Day is June 18th.
No, that's when it is, somewhere in there. Lasts for a week.
Okay. When's the best day to go if I'm only going to go like one day?
Just pick one, they're all the same.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people there, probably more than the Nats.
That's where their factory is too, isn't it?
Yep.
That could be dangerous for me.
What you doing there?
Filling up.
Me?
No, Sparky.
Filling up my bait.
Oh.
So what's your name, Evo?
My game?
Name.
Oh, my name is John Lore.
Okay,
Lore.
So are you riding motorcycle?
I used to ride. I used to ride. My favorite bike was Triumph 650. I rode that till 1991. Then I was living in California, and it was kind of like a protest. They came out with the helmet law in California. Up until that time, you didn't have to wear a helmet. So
I'm from California. I know all about it.
you know all about it, right? So I said, that's it, no more. And then I haven't had a bike. I haven't had a bike since '91, but I rode for 25 years. My friend, the first.
I worked for Harley Davidson from 1974 until 7 years ago, 2007 or 10 or whatever, I don't know.
Well, the first bike I ever rode, my brother let me ride it. It was a 1941 Harley Davidson 45 model. It had a foot clutch and a hand shift, and I loved that. I loved it. It was awesome. But I like the Triumph because I'm a little guy, And so for me, the Triumph it fit me perfectly, and I loved it. It was I did a lot of work on it. I modified it. I put dual carbs on it, and I got rid of the generator, put an alternator in it, and I put a slick shift in it, and it was a nice bike. A real nice bike. Wish I still have it because it's a great place to ride here in Hot Springs. We got lakes, we got mountains, we got everything. And we don't have.
I'm a retired statesman, and we have a chapter of guys down in Branson. And we used to go down there and camp for a week, and I've been to Hot Springs a million times, but the streets are too steep.
They are. You're right about that. I miss
Hey,
the
Tom,
old. I miss the old days, though. You
you
know,
look
I
for
like
those videos.
Android. I miss Android. I love Android. And I have.
You're just a glue sniffer.
I'm a glue sniffer. I have about a tube and a half left, or maybe tube and 3/4 left, and I'm working on a couple of models. I'm
Just
working
like
on.
this.
That's it. Yeah. That's my favorite glue. I love Android. I'm working on an All-American Senior and a Super Ringmaster. And I've got the ribs for a stunt wagon. I want to build a stunt wagon. When I was a kid, we used to fly at Pelham Bay Park in the Bronx, and I remember the first time I saw a stunt wagon, had a Fox 59 on it. Guy fires it up, goes out to the handle, picks it up. Guy launches it, and it starts going around. It scared the hell out of me. It went, I mean, it was just awesome. And I said, you know what? One of these days, I got to have a stunt wagon with a Fox 59. So I got the 59, and like I said, I want to build up the stunt wagon, but I don't have enough Android to finish it. So I've been trying to find some. I'm looking on eBay and all places, and I haven't been able to find them.
Got it.
Who's that?
Brodak. John Brodak.
You sure Brodak has it? Because I thought I was looking at the site. I didn't see the Android.
He doesn't show everything. He doesn't show everything he's got. Ask
Oh,
him for a catalog.
okay.
Make a phone call.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll call tomorrow. See if he actually has any Android. So what are you guys, what are your favorite models, engines? Do you have any favorites?
I built so many airplanes.
I'm new to the game, so I mostly run hand-me-downs, but my favorites up until lately were the FP OS engines, and now I got a LA-46, and I believe that's about the sweetest thing I've ever used so far.
That's
Sounds
all
good.
I got. LA's 40s and 46s. Here sometime this year, I'm going to be getting a Sato. I want to do a model that's 4-stroke.
Yeah, yeah. The
I
first
got
one.
two.
Oh,
I love the 4-strokes.
Okay, I'm going to send you a link where to buy Android. Here's the spot right here. It didn't take long to find either.
okay.
Okay, Control C. Acorn Models has got it at 3.2 ounces. Is $8.
Acorn models. Okay.
So
I can find them on the internet, right?
you can find them by click. And you got the chat open?
The water open?
The chat. Open the
Uh,
chat.
I guess. I don't know. I see myself and I see you guys in the little boxes.
Mouse
So
over.
do you have the-
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. It just came on and it disappeared again.
You gotta hit that little message up there on the top left.
You got a mouse over to make it appear.
Okay. Let's see.
Now at the top you see a little chat icon.
I see a blue box with one.
That's it. Click it.
Okay. Oh, good. Let me put my glasses on. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Internet's a wonderful thing. You can find anything you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can find a lot of stuff you don't want.
Yeah.
That's
A
very
lot of
true.
stuff you don't want can find you too.
That's right. Isn't that right, Sparky?
Yeah.
This is really great. I mean, I can't believe that we're actually doing this. I mean, my son gave me this camera a long time ago. He wanted to do chat, with the family. And at that time he had a Mac and it just wouldn't work. Just wouldn't work with the Mac. I don't know why, but I don't know. It seems to be working okay. I mean, you guys seem to be a lot clearer than I am, though. You probably have better cameras.
Yeah, no, I feel
Probably.
fuzzy whenever I'm looking at it too.
You look
I
fuzzy
got
too?
a pretty decent camera.
It's like the little pictures down on the bottom look clear, but when they get big, it's like it's fuzzy.
Like a little grainy.
Well,
Yeah,
it depends on
that's
what
it.
camera I'm using. If I'm using my 920, right now I'm using the laptop camera, but if I switch to this other one, it's a clearer picture.
Yeah.
See here.
Yeah, well, this thing is pretty old. I mean, I don't remember when he got it, but it's pretty old, and it's sitting in the drawer. And then I see you
Look at that
guys.
picture here.
I said, "Wow, I got to plug this thing in and see if it works."
I
That
don't
picture
know.
here is a lot clearer than the laptop camera.
Okay. Well, I got all my models. I have the garage, and I have a little workshop. It's a laundry room, but I turned part of it into a workshop. So the next time, I'll go ahead and get my models, and I'll show you guys what I'm working on.
Hey, that'd be great.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're
I do
usually
these.
on there
I do
Monday,
these
Wednesday,
at
and
9
Friday.
o'clock Central Standard Time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
9 o'clock Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Right?
I
9
usually
o'clock.
only run them 2 hours, but seeing that you're new, we'll stay on a little bit longer.
Okay. I'm looking at that model that you're working on. It's gorgeous. I mean, your handiwork is unbelievable.
Let me show you one that's finished. Yeah. Put this one up.
You should see him frame this thing up. He did that wing in about 2 days.
Really? Wow, that's fast. That's real fast.
Yeah, the Nobler was a marathon build.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
the
going to
Nobler.
get the Junar now.
No, Nobler was real popular back in the 50s when I started. That was one of the most popular. With the Fox 35. That was the
Yeah,
combo.
I
Right?
got 35.
Yeah, that's my favorite engine. I mean, I love the Fox 35. I don't know how I'm going to feel about
It's done me real well too. I've done no mods. I still got the old boat paddle needle valve in it. Yeah, this is a sweet plane here.
Oh, I see it. I see the model, but I don't. I see it in
Click
the
on the
bottom.
little picture.
Yeah,
Click on
yeah,
the little
click on-
picture.
Oh,
Click
wow.
on the little picture at the bottom.
Wow. Click on it. Okay. Hang
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, that'll
Oh,
make
yeah,
it stay on that screen.
Whoa.
This is the one that I finished just before that other one.
Have
The
you
Nobler.
boned that out yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't really buffed this one out yet.
Wow. And what
I've
did you
seen that
cover?
one.
What did you cover the
I've
wing with?
actually seen that plane in real life. It's pretty.
What is it?
It's pretty up close.
Silk span.
You're still using silk span. That's good.
Right. That's all I use.
Do you ever use silk? We used to use silk span and silk in the 50s.
No, I don't use silk. It's too heavy.
Too heavy. Okay. Okay.
There's a new material called polyspan, but it's a little heavier than silk span, so I don't use that either anymore.
And you use all fuel-proof dope, or do you just give it a clear coat of fuel-proof dope?
No, it's all uterate dope.
Beauty rate?
It's not very fuel proof.
I haven't heard that in a long time. Beauty rate. Wow. I didn't know you could still get that.
Yeah, Wix Aircraft.
Rodak's got it too.
Brodak? Okay. Brodak and Wick. Well, I'm getting a lot of
Sig also.
information.
Sig also has it.
Okay.
This is a great place for information.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting all kinds of information.
I'll get another one and show you. I mean, I can build.
You're a master craftsman.
I've been doing it 55 years. I don't know how to do something.
I've seen that plane in real life. It's a sight to behold. It's beautiful.
Really? Not only that, we have the same dustpan. The dustpan got that same exact dustpan. That's funny.
How did you find this chat?
I don't know. It was total accident. I was looking around for U-Control, and I guess I must have been on Facebook, and I punched in U control, and the site came up. So I clicked on it, and then I subscribed, and now it's great.
Just
You
voila.
fell into the right rabbit hole.
Yeah, yeah. Amazing. Whoa. Look at that.
I
Yeah.
built this one a couple of years ago.
That's awesome.
Gold leaf letters. I show how to do all that on my channel here.
Yeah, the USA. I see that. Gold leaf.
All this is gold leaf here.
Wow. And you know what? It's our favorite colors, red and black. It's our favorite color.
Yeah, those are some of my favorite colors for planes too. Or
Yeah,
white.
yeah.
I like white planes too.
Mhm. Well, we do everything red and black. We dress red and black. Our guitars are red and black. I mean, we have everything is red and black. That's our trademark. But let me ask you,
See
what
the
engine?
See the
What's
pilot
that?
in there?
Yeah, I see it. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Awesome. What kind of an engine you got in there?
Super Tiger 60.
Oh, that's a big bad boy. Wow.
I'll get my Continental and show you.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
It's a little brighter than this. This is a, you know,
What,
red and black.
what was that plane you built for Jerry back in
My
the
Continental.
That's what I thought.
I'll get mine. I got some airplanes here.
I guess you do.
Mine all are in a grocery bag.
That's not good.
So how long have you guys been flying? I know you're new, right?
For me.
I've been playing at it since I was 12, but in
Oh,
about 2010, I got back into half A and didn't even know all of this stuff existed. I thought it was just half A, and I didn't ever flew with anybody all my life. And when I fell into the internet and found out there was bigger planes than half A, plus I outgrew the churchyard across from my house and joined the club, so that really kicked me off. That was about 2012.
wow.
And I've been in precision stunt since I found out about it.
So do you guys do old time stunt, or you do the regular full stunt pattern?
I do the Pampa stunt pattern.
Okay. Look
I'm
at that.
scared to try to learn old time stunt. I might get the stunts mixed up in the middle of a pattern. I do competitive. A lot of these guys do.
Well, I was reading an article, and it said that when you have a model with flaps, that you should put some looseness in the elevator, and that would help you fly level smoothly. Do you guys know anything about that?
A little bit of slop in the controls.
A little bit of slop in the elevator, yeah.
Yeah, some people say that helps it groove.
Yeah,
What helps it groove is to build a damn thing straight.
yeah, that's
And,
true.
and free controls anyway. Those controls ought to fall by gravity. You know, if you're not building like that, then you know, if you're building like that, then you don't need to put slop in the controls.
Hmm.
If you can make them loose and free, pay close attention to that.
What do you think of this one, Evo?
Man, that's you're the greatest. I mean, you got that red and black one, and now you got the American flag. I mean, that's what this model says to me.
You got a checkerboard on the bottom.
Oh, look at that!
That is sweet.
Awesome, awesome.
This airplane here, 1969, in Whittier Narrows, California, I was flying with the guy that designed this, Tom Warden, and I always loved this airplane. And this one's as close to the original as you can possibly get.
Do they have plans for that somewhere?
Yeah.
We used to go down to Whittier Narrows. That's another thing I haven't heard in a long time. My brother and I.
Let's see here. I'm from West Covina.
Okay. Well, we lived in the valley for many years, and moved to Simi Valley.
I had him. I don't know where the magazine is. I got a picture of Tom holding this airplane in front of the tether car arcade. Remember the tether car arcade?
Yeah. So when did you leave California?
25 years ago.
Okay. Do you guys know Tom Niebuhr?
Sure. Tom's a friend of mine.
I know the name from Stunt Hunter.
Yeah, Tom, you know, he was one of the kids in the neighborhood. He lived around the corner. I was living on McGraw Avenue, and he was living on Theriot. And we got friendly, and I got him into flying models. And boy, he's just an incredible builder, an incredible flyer. And for a while there, he was selling kits. You know, he had these what do you call it? The way they cut them out. I can't think what it's called anymore.
Laser cut.
Laser cut. That's how I got the ribs for the stunt wagon. I got them from Tom. And
He called me from time to time.
what's that? You talk to him from time to time?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I have to give him a call and tell him, you know, I'm doing this now. That's incredible. He started out with a Fox 25 and a Ringmaster. I told him to get a. Yeah, I will. And you go by the name of Sparky, though, right?
Right, Sparky on Stunt Hanger.
Okay. I'll write all this down.
Shit, I'm famous in Korea. I'm famous in Brazil.
Wow.
Well, them Brazilian guys, they really they've got a lot of flying control line guys down there. Some of them got some beautiful airplanes.
Well, we used to have a lot of beautiful airplanes in California. You know, there were a lot of flyers there, a lot of control line flyers in California.
Bill Noyes, you ever hear that name?
Yeah.
Bill Noyes was in the club I was in. He emails me from time to time, but I knew him back in '69. Tom Warden, he died here, recently. He basically killed himself with steroids, but he was the quickest draw in the state of California, quick draw, you know.
Wow.
And he's the guy who designed this airplane, the Continental. Now, Norm Whittle used to live here in St. Louis. Norm and I are friends. And originally, how this airplane came about was Tom bought the Playboy from Norm, and Tom deconstructed it. See, Tom Warden was our tester's rep at the hobby shop, and I got all the balsa wood and all the dope and everything for building for Tom. I used to build for Tom, and he would teach me wood.
Wow. That's pretty wild.
We had good back then.
What about Shug Emery?
Shug is a cool.
He put up 96 control line videos.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been watching.
He's got a huge amount of camping videos too.
Have you looked at my channel? There's 435 control line. There's like 1,000 hours of nonsense on this channel.
Oh, no, I didn't know. I'll have to check him out.
Click on Stunt Hanger on YouTube. There's 400. Let me see exactly how many's on here. I'll send you a link to the channel.
Okay, that's great.
Let's see here. YouTube. I figured you'd have my channel up. I know you're a member because I saw your name
Okay.
as a member of the channel, but Control C. Okay, I have 804 subscribers, and
Wow.
let's see, that's not very many. Shug has more, but he has more because he's a circus clown and backpacking.
Yeah, he's involved in a lot, and not only that, he's a musician.
Yeah, he's a great entertainer.
Yeah,
And
he's
he's
And a comedian.
I've flown with him before. He's a really genuine guy too. He's a really cool dude.
Yeah, he goes to Polk City on June 4th and 5th in Polk City, Iowa.
Uh-huh.
I've been up there, and he's a wonderful guy.
Click on that link I just sent you.
I got www.youtube.com/channel and then some numbers and stuff.
Yeah, click on that.
Okay. There it is. Let me downsize this and save that URL. Hang on.
There's a ton of shit there.
Let's see. Wow. Yeah, you got playlists, videos.
You can watch these nightly get-togethers too. They all
Okay.
get posted.
I see you have a lot of how-to about building,
Oh yeah.
which is good. I never actually learned the full stunt pattern. I mean, I used to mess around with loops and figure eights and trying the hourglass and trying the triangles, but I never really mastered the pattern. I'd like to. I think that would be really cool.
Sounds like you're on the way if you put your mind to it.
Well, I'm going on 2 years, Evo, and I'm still trying to master the pattern.
Really?
Well, yeah,
It's-
me too.
I'm going on 55 years and I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
I can do a recognizable pattern, but that's about it. I'm intermediate. Solidly mid-pack intermediate.
I'd probably, if I was going to go to a contest, I would be like a beginner, because even though I started flying a long time ago, there were periods when I didn't fly, and like I say, I never really mastered the pattern. But I asked Shug if he had any videos of a stunt wagon, and he didn't have any. Do you have any?
I don't know.
Pattern?
There's 450 videos of all different kind of shit on there. I don't know. There's some flying on there, mostly building and how-tos. But I haven't built a stunt wagon, but I can't remember whether I captured them flying.
Did you ever fly one? Did you ever have one?
No, I don't
No?
fly old time. I only fly Pampa.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, like I said, I've got the set of ribs, but I'm going to have to make, the rest of it, fabricate it myself. But, I'll have it ready. I don't know when. I mean, I don't build like you do. You're a master builder. It doesn't take you any time at all to build. Me, I'm slow.
Oh, yeah, me too. It takes me 6 months to build a plane.
There you
Charlie
go.
Reeves is a guy you want to talk to about a stunt wagon.
Who is that?
Charlie Reeves. He's down in Paducah, Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He's a nice guy.
Is that Reeves?
That's
Yes.
right.
Okay. Got it.
I judged appearance at the Nats this year with Charlie Reeves and Jim Lynch. Both those guys are good builders and finishers. So, and they both fly old time. I don't fly old time.
Uh-huh. Well, that's what I'll be flying, because everything I do is old time. I like, to me, I like it because it brings back memories, when I was young. And the same thing with the music. My wife and I, the bulk of what we play is oldies from the 50s, rock and roll.
How old are you, 70?
No, I'm going to be 75, May 20th.
Oh, that's a big deal. I mean, you're only 10 years older than me. And And most of the guys who do this, if you're 60 years old, you're a youngster.
Yeah, I'm 52. I'm a baby.
How old are you? You're probably about as old as my son. He's 53.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm 47.
Okay. And the guy with the beard, I don't know your name. The black shirt with the beard. I was
Tom
actually
Creasy. Hi, glad to meet you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You're,
52.
52. Yeah, you're a year younger than my son.
Yeah, I'm in Avon, Illinois.
Okay. Cool. And how about you?
Rusty.
Rusty, what? I'm sorry, I was trying to do something. What's the question?
How old are you?
I'm 60.
Okay. All right.
I'll
So
be 61 in March.
we got a good cross section, right?
Let's see. I'm going to show y'all something if I can figure out how to do it. Let's see.
An asshole.
Oh,
Screen share.
I was trying to share my screen. I'm not sure how to do that though.
should I still have the stunt hanger thing, the box. Should I click on that or?
If you're not seeing everybody else talk, yeah.
Whenever if you want to lock somebody in, you click on them. If you want to make it go away, you just click on it again.
I see. Okay. Oh, now I'm big. That's pretty funny.
He's monkeying around trying to share a screen.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't get it to work.
Well, you guys
I
know.
don't know how to get myself back now.
You know a lot more about this than I do. This is like my very first time, so
I'm lost. I can't. There I am.
Oh man, what the heck is that?
That's very artistic.
I might have to close the damn browser. I don't know what the hell to do now.
Okay, listen to what I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
On the small box on the bottom, there's an arrow down on the right of the box.
I'm on it. I see
Okay.
mute and profile.
No, yeah. Hide from broadcast, present to everyone, profile, eject, and mute. Click off the present to everyone. Well, now your camera's blank, but
Okay. Hang on. I'm going to fix this.
anyway. Yeah, I'm trying to teach old world craftsmanship with this crap.
Well, that's it. That's why when you said you're using Silkspan, I was really surprised.
Yeah,
Do that.
everything I do is from the 50s, right straight. I mold wood and everything.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
Oh,
There he is. He's back.
I'm back.
all right.
Never mind. Never mind.
Hey, Rusty, could you share your screen again?
I was going to show you Charlie Reed flying his shark at Huntersville. It's a beautiful plane, and I got a great action shot of him coming by inverted, but I just screwed everything up when I tried to show it to you. So.
Usually when we're on here, Sparky's sanding on something.
Yeah, well, I've been sanded out today. I got like 12 hours sanding in.
Wow. Woo. That's a lot of sanding.
But I ain't done.
Wow.
I got 5 other planes to paint yet.
Whoa.
That's a lot of sanding.
Yeah, it sure is. Well, you know what they say about painting? It's the preparation that makes the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sparky says it's the first piece of wood cut.
Finish starts with the first piece of wood cut.
So Sparky, are you still riding Harleys?
I sold my bike 2 years ago to pay the taxes on this house and put a roof on it.
Ah, okay. I can relate to that.
Harley Davidson took a downturn. I got $250,000 worth of tools still sitting at Widman Harley Davidson in the parts room. And if Trump and Harley Davidson get together and they make a deal and Harley Davidson starts moving again, maybe I can go back to work. But I'm getting kind of old. I mean, my knee, I ripped my knee out. I'm working for Jerry. I ripped my knee out over there. It hurts like hell. I heard it go zip, like I must have tore some tendons or something. But I've been standing on my feet for the last 40 years or more than that, 45 years. And I don't know how much more I can do.
Yeah. I hear you.
My joints all sound like they're crushing rocks when I'm moving. Damn it.
Motorcycle work is tough. You know, it's hard on you because you're always standing or you're always kneeled over or, you know, terrible.
Yeah, it is rough. It's a rough way to go.
Yeah, I used to love crawling around under cars, but I can't do it anymore. I can't even work on the damn lawnmower anymore.
Mm. Yeah, well, it's hard. It's hard. I used to do a lot of car work. You know, I used to do almost everything myself. But
My hands are so messed up now. I can't. That's as much as I can straighten them out. So,
wow. Let me ask you guys a question. I've been having a terrible time since 2005 with this problem. Any one of you guys want to guess what that problem is?
Boy, it's
I don't even want to try.
It's male. It's a male problem.
Prostrate.
That's right. That's right. I got messed up in 2005. I had to have a cystoscopy done. Then I got put on medication. And then back in 2015, I had another cystoscopy. They wanted to do a TERP on me. You know, they call that a Roto-Rooter.
Right.
And I didn't want to do it. So now I'm taking extra medication and I'm using herbs. But I'll tell you, man, this is, I've been through a lot of crap in my life, but this is tough. And you know what's interesting, in a bad way, of course, is that most of the men I talk to that are middle-aged or senior citizens like myself, they all have the same problem. It's a
Just one of them deals. I mean, get ready.
I hear you. Well, I'm living with it, man. You know, I thank God every day for another day, and hopefully I'll be able to get it under control with the herbs, and we'll see what happens, you know?
Lots of pizza. Eat lots of pizza.
You know what? I love pizza. I grew up on pizza. I'm Italian, so I grew up on pizza and pasta.
Yeah.
But I can't eat that stuff anymore. I can't eat it anymore. I got to eat vegetables. Vegetables is what I eat now.
That ain't no
Imagine that.
fun.
Yeah, we've all
Hey, you know
taken
what?
our hits. I've been on dialysis
I'll tell you.
31 years.
You have?
Almost 31. It'll be 31 in May. I was flying an official last May when the anniversary of my first dialysis treatment came along. The 30th anniversary. So, yeah.
How did you know that you had a problem with your kidneys? Were you having pains in your upper back?
Nah, I was getting my physical done to go to college in 1974, and they found out I had kidney trouble, and over the next 10 years they failed, and I started dialysis when I was 29, and I'm almost 61 now.
Hey, Rusty.
Yeah.
Are you good at math?
I used to be, but my brain's pretty shot from all the medicine.
74 from 2017, that's 43 years, not 30.
I started dialysis in 86.
Oh, okay. That's 31.
So 80 something. Yeah, 86. That's right.
Well, I gotta get off here. I gotta go to work tomorrow. So it's nice seeing all you guys.
Yeah, we'll see you later, Frank.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Thanks, Frank.
Yep. Nice meeting you, Evo.
Yeah, it's
Same
almost
here.
1 o'clock here
Again.
too. So.
You take care.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
See ya.
What's how'd you get the name Evo?
Okay, back in the '80s, I was working at a company called Photo Research, and I was into jazz at that time. I really loved jazz, and so they hired this guy, younger guy, 10 years younger than me, and he started talking about electronic music, you know, and he started bringing in these tapes, and I didn't like it at first, but then he brought in one tape I thought was pretty good, and so he said, I said, what do I have to do? He said, well, get yourself a synthesizer and start recording some music. So I got a synthesizer and I recorded some music and I brought it over to his studio and he listened to it and he said, okay, you have to call yourself Evo. That's Devo without the D. And that's how it got started. You know, then I got it. I made an acronym out of it. I turned it into Evolutionary Vision Organization. And I never really did too much with it, but we still play my wife and I, we still play electronic music. We do techno, we do ambient, new age stuff, but we really enjoy doing the 50s stuff. And we do gospel, we do hymn, we do Halloween music, we do Christmas music, we do country and western tunes, and I mean it's a lot of fun. And you know, life is hard, and I think it's really important that we balance things out. You know, we got to worry about bills, we got to worry about health, and so we have the model airplanes, and we have art, and we have music, and it's kind of like balances things out.
That's
You
neat.
guys agree with that?
That sounds
Like
like
it?
a great way to roll to me.
Yeah.
That's kind of like how I roll too, man.
Got to do it. Got to do it. It's keeps us going. Keeps us going. You know. Wow, look at that.
You know, my philosophy is you just get out of bed every day, try to do the best be the best you can, try to do the best you can, and that's the best way to have good things happen to you, no matter what else is going on in the world around you. You know, just that's all you can do.
That's good philosophy. Good way to live.
Yep.
Definitely. You know, you guys can check us out if you go on YouTube and you go to EVO-OVE-World, Evo OV World, then you can actually see some of our performances. You might get a kick out.
Okay.
Couple of senior citizens like me and my wife.
Yeah, well, we're all with a bunch of gray hairs.
This one has been on the nationals.
Wow. What kind of power plant do you have in that one?
Electric motor.
Electric.
Yeah.
Well, that's a big job for an electric motor, isn't it?
This is
Wow.
scalar, not a stunt plane.
Wow. It looks like it could stunt, though. It looks like it has a nice big airfoil.
Yeah, I would not stunt this.
Got a thin wing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Is it then? Yeah, it's hard to tell from here.
Yeah,
That shows
when he first put it up on the table, I noticed how thin the air
You
flow
can't
was.
tell from the top.
Do you guys fly electric as well?
Not me.
Not
My
me.
flying buddy does. He got into it after we were flying for a while and decided he liked it, so he's switching over. He still comes out with the gasser and stuff.
I like my glow. I like my glow engines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got into it because I love engines. I'm not going to change that.
Me too. I love engines. I even blend my own fuel.
Yeah, I heard you. I thought you mentioned that a while ago.
Yeah, I get you know, I like the whole experience. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. You talk to people and you try to explain how it is, and it's hard for them to understand the sound when the engine starts. You know, I mean, I don't know. It's just, and I know we used to fly differently years ago than what's going on now. When we used to fly stunt, we would fly it with the engine rich,
That's
and
what
then and as soon as we would start a maneuver, the engine would lean out. Then when the maneuver was finished, when we come back to level flying, it would go to, you know, that slow rich.
well, we
setting.
call it a forced brake now.
Yeah.
And that's popular. But some of the engines don't do that and fly very well. And some of the engines do that and fly very well. Like
The reason
the for instance, is an engine that runs just beautifully. But
The reason is modern day motors are snurly ported, and the older ones are loop scavenged, like a Fox,
Right.
so that it brakes when you turn the nose up. The snurly port run at a higher RPM with a low pitch prop.
Yeah. Well,
I run Super Tiger 60, so they 4-stroke all the time.
what size prop do you use on the 60?
13.6 rev up.
13.6 rev up. Okay. Well, it's just really the thing about it is, you know, like I was telling my wife that if these planes are flying so fast, it's harder to do the stunt maneuvers. Don't you think so?
They're not flying fast.
no, most people fly in the 5-second plus range.
Yeah, I'm around 5.1. That's the range I like.
Is that will you consider that slow, fast, or in between?
That's about right. It just depends on your personal preference. But some people fly 5.5. I watched a fly off on YouTube at the Nats, and everybody was flying 5.4.
Huh. I'll have to watch some of these videos and time the laps so I get a better idea of, you know, how fast these guys are actually flying.
Yep. Just put a stopwatch around your neck while you're out there flying, and I usually fly 10 level laps, and then I take the average of the 10, and that gives me an average of what my flight time per lap was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, I can do that.
That's what I do. Or else I'm usually by myself when I fly. I don't have anyone around me. The nearest person around me is 40 minutes away.
Wow. So you built yourself a stooge.
Yep. My stooge that I use looks like a goalpost.
Uh-huh.
And I have 100-foot steel tape that I use in construction. I take that with me and I just clip it right on my stooge and I just pull it.
Huh. Interesting. So you have your pole, you bang it into the ground. Is that what you do, or do you use weights?
No, I have landscaping timber spikes, and I just use 2 of them. I just pound them right in the dirt, and my stooge, I drilled the holes at about a 30-degree angle, so my spikes go in at an angle, so when the airplane's pulling on it, it's not going to want to pull out.
Gutter
Gotcha.
nails work pretty good too.
What's that?
Gutter nails.
Oh,
work
gutter
pretty
nail.
good, too.
Yeah, the big long one. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Well, I got my wife to be my helper, but I don't know. She's helped me with 35s, but I don't know how she's going to do with a 59. I'll have to see. Pretty powerful engines.
Well, I'm back on the broadcast mic again.
No, you're not.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. How about now?
That sounds different.
Now you are. I like that mic and headset.
Yeah.
It does away with any of the echo noise in the room, you know, when you talk.
Right.
Yeah, it sounds a whole lot better.
I can hear a lot clearer.
Well, it'll be real good when see that door right there?
Yep.
I'm going to build a sound room in there so for my voiceovers. I have the carpet and some of the foam. All I need is the ambition.
Actually, it's a little fuzzy right now. I'm not hearing your S's, for instance.
Because I'm not saying any S's.
Well, I couldn't hear them when you said them.
Open your ears. How about now?
Can you hear me now?
Say something else.
Beads, bells, bangles, incense, and crash pads. Just called to wish you happy Hare Krishna.
No, that sounds fuzzy to me.
Oh, well.
It got some distortion going on. That's what it is. Overloading the mic.
You got snow in your mic.
How about now? Is it overdriven now?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a little better.
I could turn it way down and then turn it up on this end.
Well, probably the best thing for you to do would be to turn it all the way up and then back up. This way you wouldn't be overloading the mic.
Well, I'm got it turned all the way up now.
Now
That's the worst it's been yet.
Yeah, now you need to back away. Now back away from the mic.
Did it get worse or better?
It's better now.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we do a lot. We do a lot recording. My wife and I, we record. We got some CDs recorded, and we got some video and stuff like that. But we work with mics just about every night. We go into the music room, got a couple of mics in there, with drum machine, guitar, and bass, and we have some fun. So we have a lot of experience with mics. At least I do. My wife really didn't know anything about it until we got together and got married, and so now she's learning, and she's a good learner. She's real quick learner.
This is a Florian BM800 cardioid pattern mic.
I can't see it, but it looks like a condenser mic to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a condenser. That's a good mic. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I have a pop filter for it, but I just put the.
That sounds better now. That sounds a lot better with that off.
Oh, it does.
It sure does.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a radio disc jockey for 4.5 years in my younger years.
Wow.
The reason why it's hard for me to figure out what's going on, running this YouTube channel through this mixer, I have to use audio out on the control room side, and then I have the main out on the right side. How about now? Can you hear me okay?
It's pretty good. Like I said, if you stay further back from the microphone, it's going to be a lot clearer.
Okay. Well, I'll tinker with that later. Oh, I see. I got that overdriven.
Ah, there you go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that turned up too much.
Now it sounds great.
Yeah, it does.
Let me put this back on it. See, this acts like a pop filter.
Yeah, we use those sometimes too. When we play outdoors, we use those.
Yeah, I had the level set up about. I guess I was overdriving it.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Sounds good now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any help. I'm a one-man band, so.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do.
I have to be the webmaster, write the code for the website. I have to be the designer of the airplane, the builder of the airplane, the videographer, the editor, and now the disc jockey.
Wow. So what do you do in your spare time?
Nothing.
Doesn't have any spare time.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know what spare time is.
Well, that's great because when you have a lot of spare time, yeah, it just drags on slow. And
Evo, if you go on Stunt Hanger, there's let's see, we're on our 12th year. There's 12 years of nonsense on there. There's 4,800 members. So you can find somebody from anywhere in the world. So when you say, I have nobody to fly with in Hot Springs, Arkansas, I just don't believe it because, like I say, James Mills lives right down there. These are just the guys I can think off the top of my head. But if you put a post on Stunt Hanger and say, I'm in Hot Springs, Arkansas, and I'd like to have somebody to fly with, within a day, you'll have somebody to fly with.
All right, I have on my screen, I have two stunt hangers. I have the stunt hanger that says acornmodels.com and then the YouTube stunt hanger. So you're talking about the YouTube stunt hanger?
No.
No, the forum.
Oh, okay.
What color is the page you're on?
Well, the page.
The Stunt Hanger, let me send you a link. That way.
Okay.
Control C. Yeah, we'll just get you right into the Stunt Hanger area.
Okay.
Control V. Okay, click on that link that I just sent.
Okay. Got it. Let's see. Okay, now I can go ahead and put this right on my desktop.
Have you ever been there before?
Yeah, I believe, have I been on this? Yeah, I remember the forum. Okay.
Well, go ahead and register now and I'll approve you while we're sitting here talking.
Okay, let me see, register.
Register, top right. Use your real first and last name, real email address.
I just clicked on register. It says, welcome. I'm looking here and it says log in with username, password, and session length. So let me try to log in and see what happens.
No, you won't be able to log in if you're not registered.
No, it doesn't. I'm not. Okay. Hang on a second.
There's a register button.
I'm registered because it's got my name up there, John R. LeRae.
Okay, there you go.
I'm good. So now this is where I can check everything out, right? Classifieds, put the ad up right here, right?
No, you want to go to open forum.
Let's see. Open forum. Let's see. Live streams, non-electric stunt.
So we stop.
All the way at the top? Let me see. I have announcements, general control line discussion. Oh, open. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I missed that. Okay. Open forum.
Click on that.
Okay.
Then there's a blue line that runs across. It'll say start a new topic, mark red, notify.
Okay. Let's see. I got home, help, search, profile messages, calendar,
The next blue
classifieds.
line down.
Oh, the next blue line down. Okay, it just says it has my name and 0 messages and
Keep going down.
Keep going down. Okay. Subject started by. Is that it?
Keep going to the right.
Okay.
It'll say new topic.
Got it.
Click on new topic.
Okay.
A box will open up.
Okay.
You'll have a subject and tags and then but in the subject line, write hot spring, whatever, make up something, Hot Springs, Arkansas. And then in the box on the bottom, you can type whatever,
Whatever you want to say.
Right. Have them contact you via personal message, PM. Don't put your email address on the open forum because I got web crawlers going. And even though I protected my site pretty well, I can't combat everything. I've been hacked twice in 12 years, and that's a whole lot better than anybody else. But they still can, garner your email address and send you bullshit, Cialis ads and crap like that. So have them send you a personal message, and you'll see that at the top, about the middle there. It'll say messages, and you click on that when they send you a message. But within it.
What I did was I put a subject, Hot Springs, Arkansas, and then tags. I am looking for flying buddies in Hot Springs.
No, don't put nothing in the tag.
Oh, nothing in the
Underline
tag?
where it says subject.
On the subject, put Hot Springs, Arkansas, and then scroll down till there's a big white box.
Looks
I
just
see
like
it.
email.
Okay, I see it. Okay, so that's where I put the message in.
Right. Type anything you want. There's a bunch of icons up there. Those emojis. You can add whatever you want to, if you like that kind of crap.
Okay, I'm a pretty straightforward guy.
The hang of it after you mess with
Okay.
it.
Okay, I am looking for flying buddies in Hot Springs.
Yeah.
And then they're going to contact me through Suntanger then, right?
It'll go to your email address too. But what you want to do is looking for some flying buddy in Arkansas. Send me a personal message, and they'll send you a personal message.
Okay. Okay.
I basically can edit it up for you if you post it, but
Okay.
I try to not do that because I got enough work to do.
I just got, I am looking for flying buddies in Hot Springs. Send me a personal message.
Yeah.
Is that good? That good?
Yeah, that's cool. And then on the bottom there, it'll say post.
It says,
I see it.
Okay, hit post and it'll post up.
Okay, I just hit post. Said waiting for stuntanger.com on the bottom. Okay. Okay.
Yep, I see it.
You see it. Okay. Yeah, I see it too. Hot Springs, Arkansas. Okay, great. All right, let's see what that turns up. I hope it turns something up. Are we going to sign off now at midnight, a little after midnight?
I don't care. If you want to stay on, I'll stay on a little longer. I'm not working for the next 2 weeks, so I got.
All right.
I see your message too. Okay, good. Yeah,
Good.
you're officially a member of Stunt Hanger, so
All right. All right.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and sign off now, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Not tomorrow night, but Friday night, right?
right.
All right, guys. It's a pleasure being a part of the group. Thank you so much for your help.
All right. You have a good evening.
So you too. Night now. Okay.
Well, this has been the longest hangout that I run.
Yeah.
I think we're a little over 3 hours now.
Mercy, yeah, it's after 1 o'clock for me, so yeah, it's time for me to go to bed.
All right, everybody. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the videos. And until we see you again, fair winds, tight lines.
10-4,
See ya.
Eleanor.
See ya.